Review copy provided by PlayStation.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Easy Allies, The Last of Us Part 1 Spoiler Mode. We're about to dive in to this entire game, the original game, Left Behind DLC. We might even touch on 2 a little bit, maybe not, maybe not.
Just a heads up, though.
But everything is on the table here. Like those Part 2 details might get brought into this.
So be aware.
Yeah. This is Brad Ellis.
Yo.
He played through it all.
I did.
I'm Michael Huber. I've played through it all. And let's just dive right in.
Spoiler mode, final warning, spoiler mode, activated.
So Bradley Ellis. I'm so excited to be here to talk with you about this game. Most of which is positive, some of it's neutral, some of it's negative. We're gonna get into everything. I'm just so happy to be here because over the years, Brad, we talk about games 24/7. He's my best friend.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm always like, Brad, when are you gonna replay Last of Us? I'm like, Brad, do you remember like some of these parts in the last, like this is a while ago. I'm like, do you remember some of these parts? He's like, I haven't played in a few years. Like, I don't know. Like, when are you gonna replay it? He's like, it's kind of an intense game. Like, need time. You finally replayed it.
I did, yeah. I'm glad I waited, too.
Nice.
It paid off for me.
Okay, so Brad, part 1. Feel free to settle in, everyone. We have no rush. We got nowhere to be.
That's right.
It's just us. Dawn is in the booth, making sure the wheels don't fall off. Nobody else is here. They're gone for the night.
Yeah.
Settle in. So this is to bring it back. This is a remake / reimagining. I mean, the lines are so blurry nowadays. It is a remake.
I wouldn't say
But it's also a
reimagining.
remake / remaster because it blew my mind how familiar it felt. It really felt so close to the remaster / original. You know, when I talk about the original, I mean the remaster.
Okay.
Just because it was so close to the original.
It was like a year apart.
A year apart. They just touched it up, gave it 60 frames, PS3 to PS4. Like, when I'm talking about the original, I'm basically talking about the remaster. So, but I'm just blown away by how it felt. You haven't played in a while, Brad. How do you think it looked? How do you think it felt?
I think it looked very good. Very, very good. So it's been a while for me since I've played, obviously, the original, the PS4 version.
Yeah.
And I was like, it definitely, once I played this and I actually hopped in, I played some parts that I looked back at the original, like the PS4 version.
Yeah.
I was like, I think that version has a great style and holds up pretty well. But to me, this undeniably looks better.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
I know. I want to pick this apart, Brad. Like, undeniably, right?
Yeah.
Undeniably
To me,
better.
undeniably, it looks much better.
But
But
I have a big I have a big butt.
yeah.
I have
Yeah,
a butt
big,
because
big butt.
obviously, like so many of you out there, so attached to the last one. Played through it 10 times.
You've played through it a lot.
You know, we both played on Grounded this time around. Just know
Yes.
that we both played on Grounded. I love
Yes.
Grounded mode. Play whatever mode. There's no difficulty trophies. Don't worry about that. For us, we like that Grounded, no HUD, scavenging for supplies, survival horror.
Struggle.
Yeah, love that. But there were some parts that I was like, yeah, 100% that looks better. Like the tunnels, the lighting, the fire looks so much better. But there were some parts where there were some parts where I was like, this looks too clean.
Oh.
And too crisp.
Oh, really? Okay.
Some of the parts, it was
You
like,
would catch that because I'm not as familiar with a lot of it.
yeah, I just replayed the first one recently, and I even had the the remaster and part 1 and even part 2 up, and I was just like going back and forth.
Whoa,
This encounter
the
here.
research.
Yeah, I did the same encounters in both games back to back.
Whoa, sick.
Checking the lightings on things. Like one of the big ones, a crazy one, was like the school. You go in there and there's like a hole in the ceiling. And in the original, it's broad daylight outside. In the original, it's like barely lit. But then in the remake.
Yeah, the lighting.
The remake, it's like the light is shining
The lighting's
through.
very nice.
The whole scene was brighter.
Yeah.
Looked more natural, I suppose.
Yeah.
But like, it's different. You know, it is.
Visually, yeah, it's going to be different.
Yeah. So one of the main parts too, where I was like, oh, this will just. It didn't feel as gritty. I don't know. Like,
Oh, okay.
Like one of the parts where the famous scene where the hunters ram your car and you slam into the
Oh my God,
convenience
yeah.
store.
Yeah.
The remake looks great, but it's like, again, it's just everything was so clean. And that scene in the remaster, like the guy that grabs you looks all disheveled and like he's got like beady red eyes and like, you know, there was just something a little more gritty about it.
A little more dirty?
A little more dirty, yeah. This
more
one
crusty?
was. This version is just so crisp and so clean, which again to me worked like 85% of the time.
Oh, okay.
90% of the time, but there were some parts where I
But
was
would you say it's an improvement overall?
undeniably like yes. But there were just some parts that just felt different.
Well,
not
here,
worse.
let me break it
not
down.
Not worse, not better. There were just some parts where I was like, this feels different.
This is a more dramatic example, but I think of the Demon Souls remake, okay?
Yeah.
Very, like, definitely similar, but Demon Souls remake looks different.
And because
it looks different.
Yeah.
And it's, like, some of the designs are different. I think it's more drastic than The Last of Us, but I can see what you're saying, I guess, where, like,
It just feels
the lighting, something like when you change the lighting or, like, whatever the tech is at the time, it changes the vibe.
Yeah.
No matter what.
No matter what. So again, I love it. I love how it looks. Again, it's undeniable. It looks incredible.
Right.
I'm not ragging on
But there's something about
There's just
the
something
combination of the style and the tech at the time
Yep.
of the original that you like. Yeah.
Like that struggle to push the PS3 to its absolute limit.
Right.
You know, I know the development of that. They were crunching like crazy. This game had no crunch. But just speaking to you know, in one of the behind the scenes videos, Naughty Dog was just talking about how they really pushed it all the way to the max.
Right.
And I feel like that struggle can maybe help your creativity and help.
Yeah. It'll change. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll change the outcome no matter what.
For sure.
For better or for worse.
Yeah. Like just because it looks
Okay.
obviously better.
Well, why don't you tell me something that you really loved visually in this?
Undeniably better, no matter what. The tunnels.
The tunnels?
The tunnels
Very
with
nice
Henry and
tunnels.
Sam.
Oh.
Unbelievable.
The sewer part?
Yep.
Okay.
Pitch black lighting. The lighting.
You know what? I actually did look at that, I think, from the remaster, and it was much darker in the
Yes.
remake, which I think makes more sense.
Yeah. So again, the vast majority
Okay.
was.
Okay.
So I just wanted to get that
would
out
say-
there because that is such a big part of this version. The
You know what I
visuals.
would say is very impressive is the faces in this
And the
game.
faces.
The faces on people look pretty damn good.
Yes, Ellie specifically.
Yeah.
Ellie's upgrade is amazing. You know, going back to the remaster, it's like just so limiting. Joel has like the facial hair, so it like is maybe a little
Helps
kind of
Yeah.
to hide it.
Does he look older in the remake, I would say?
He looks older in this one, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Which again, that's another thing that helps because people call him old man. You know, whereas anytime I'd play the original, it was like, oh, good.
Well, he's probably like, what, like
40s.
40s, 50s?
40s, yeah, late
okay.
40s. So, all right, Brad, I just wanted to get that out there before we start diving deep into it.
Okay.
Because the visuals, obviously one of the main points of this.
Yeah, definitely.
And, you know, I think a lot of that comes down to art direction. They just completely, it's just a new
New
thing.
take.
It's a new take. Even though it's such a trip because the game felt the same in so many ways. It was so crazy.
Did it feel the same controlling it?
A little smoother.
Okay.
Just a smidgen. Anyone who's played the original a million times, it's gonna feel so damn close, like basically one for one. Just felt a little
more
smoother,
smooth. Okay.
for sure. There's way less clunky issues with melee. You know, the original sometimes it would just like they would just like sync up weird. You know?
Okay. You like lock in weird.
Well, yeah,
All right.
and like ran into like one or two times here and there on this version. There was still, but it was only once. It used to happen all the time. It only happened once, where Ellie was just like bouncing around and the enemies were coming.
Yeah.
That was always such a huge issue with the original.
I do remember that.
That would piss people off to no end. And this time it only happened once ever in the whole game. So, huge improvement there. And of course, more graphical improvements that are just definitively better. Things exploding, more interactive things coming off the walls.
Oh, yeah.
Just little
like debris and stuff. Yeah, okay.
And the glass tech from Barbie.
Glass tech.
Shatter every single window.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
Yeah.
Dude, in the museum, like in Boston, you know where they have like the mannequins with the costumes. I was like breaking all that shit just to hear it.
Yes.
I was like, so cold. Like, coming out.
Still cold. And AI. Straight up better. My goodness.
Yeah. It was better from when I remember. I remember the AI in the original being kind of goofy sometimes.
Easy to manipulate.
Yeah.
This one, they do. Oh, one of the huge things too on grounded mode. No audio cue. How many times has that saved your life where you're moving from cover to cover, but like you're trying to get there as fast as you can, so obviously you can't look around and that, go back. No, I got caught with the hand in the cookie jar so many times.
That's such a example of something that you and me are into.
Yeah.
You and me are into the struggle and the fear of doing this. And I know a lot of people aren't into that.
Yeah.
But for people like us who like grounded, like we don't want listen mode. We don't like that.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. I think the game's better without it personally.
But for me, Brad, survival horror. I love the max difficulty.
Yeah.
Because I want to be struggling for resources. I want stealth kills to matter.
But
I want every bullet.
It's not like Akuma mode, where you get hit once and you're dead.
Yeah, I don't like Akuma mode.
Right.
I don't like it. I like the upgrades.
I think this is a better compromise or a better example of it, I think.
Absolutely. Evil Within not. I like that.
Oh, yeah. We like the Evil Within. Yeah. We do.
The enemies will flank you in brutal fashion. I love, Brad, I'm not even joking. I would boot up the encounters on the remaster, get through them in a breeze. One go, no death. And then I would do it in this part 1, and I'm like, oh shit, I died 2-3 times there. Shit.
Yeah.
They do the classic part 2, look over their shoulder.
When they're looking around and stuff.
Looking around, and even if you're just in that peripheral, they
could see you pretty damn good. Far away, they could see you. Yeah.
They will get you.
Yeah.
Obviously, it does not have Part 2's dogs or kind of some other tricks they would use. Just they hunt you very similar to the original, where they check your last known location. So they're smarter, but they're still doing a lot of the same engagement tactics on you. They're just flanking you way better.
Yeah. You can hear them flank them or something like that, and then you see them run over there.
Yeah. They do a really good job with and we'll get into some encounters. But some snipers, some people running at you, some good stuff. The haptics were cool. That's another new feature. We're just going all over the new features right now.
Yeah, I definitely noticed it the most when it was raining.
Raining was so cool.
Yeah. And when you would aim your gun, you feel just a little resistance.
Yeah.
Just a good amount, just a little bit, just to let you know, which I liked.
Brad, I don't really care for the haptic gimmick usually. It's always just a disposable bullet point. And I think this game has done it better than
some
any
games
game.
definitely do it better than others. I remember in Returnal, it was really sick. I really liked it in Returnal.
Returnal's the best with it. Yeah.
I liked it in the Astrobot.
And Astrobot, of course.
What was it called? Playroom? I forgot. Astrobot. I liked it in that. But there's better examples. Oh, Demon Souls do when you would
the fire, dude!
Feel it. Yeah, that was sick.
Yes! Okay, that was a lot of the brand new stuff. We went over that. Any other newer or just quick bullet points before we start going down the story? And we're going to go down the story and the encounters.
I just want to talk about the AI real quick.
Yeah.
So, so many stealth games I would remember. You do an encounter, okay? You could memorize the enemy's routes. You would know exactly where they're going a lot of times. This, kind of, but it would adapt in some ways. For example, I'd be in an encounter. There's left or right. You can go left side of this area or the right side. If you would go from the left side, the enemies would kind of gravitate towards that area. But if I would go to the right side, they would kind of gravitate towards that area. So I could kind of predict some of their movements, but I wasn't always 100% sure what they were going to do. Sometimes they'd surprise me.
Yeah.
Or like this guy would go this way, but he didn't do that on any other run.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
Where's this guy up
Yeah.
to? Freak.
So it was really cool. Like,
Yeah.
I felt like I was being hunted in a really great way.
Heck yeah. All right, Brad. Let's dive into this story. You haven't done it in a while.
Yeah.
I'm eager to see how many details you've forgotten over the years. That'll be fun. Last little bit about the visual upgrade. You know, I know it's going to be contentious, probably in
of course.
It's a big thing. It's just I know that's going to be one of the biggest
People not liking the style.
debates. I think most people will, because I do too, mostly.
Mostly.
But I think another thing that kind of like made it weird, where it just feels like a copy. You know, it feels like a copy because all the audio is the same.
Yeah.
So it's just this weird, like, it looks so crisp and clean and brand new, but it's still like the old voices. So it's like still tied
Performances,
to the
yeah.
old. And I know the motion capture is even better because it's closer to the original performances, which is great. But it was just a weird tricks on my brain here where it felt like just like a I don't know, a copy. I've thought about it this whole time, and I'm just trying to like
articulate it
and
properly.
put it into words because like I love it, but there were parts where I was like, yeah, this just feels too clean, which is like changing the vibe of the gritty.
I think that's fair.
Yeah,
that's totally
so,
fair.
That was it. Okay. So it starts out with one of the best intros in video game history.
Yeah.
Your hometown, Texas.
Where in Texas is it?
Austin.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe, or very close to Austin.
Okay.
Yeah. Starts out Sarah hype. Joel's daughter,
Joel's
dude.
daughter.
Brad, I've talked about this scene a million times. How did it treat you? Because you obviously knew what to expect, but I'm sure it had been a while.
I mean, I don't get really emotional about video games that often, or I would say like ever. I never cried from a video game or anything like that, but I definitely like felt it.
Yeah.
You know, when she dies, it's like it's a powerful thing, and I've seen this before, and it's just like, man, you feel it. I think what really sells it, this is going to sound disturbing, but it's like when she's dying, her acting is like super good.
It's incredible.
And I was just like, damn.
I'm getting
You just
chills
feel
right
it.
now.
You just feel it, man.
Yeah, I mean, Joel is like, please don't do this.
Yeah.
She, like, you can see that she, and again, that's the visuals helping this too, right? You can see her even more.
Yeah.
This is a scene that was like probably even better. The cutscene of just her, like, the fear.
Yeah.
And the confusion.
Sheer confusion on everybody's faces.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's a powerful moment, for sure.
Super powerful moment, and really the catalyst to this entire arc, you know, Joel's connection, not only to Ellie, but just the world.
Yeah.
We immediately jump 20 years later. We're in the Boston quarantine zone, hype, and Joel is like a gangster.
Yeah,
Straight up
he's a smuggler. Yeah.
Gangster, like Tess. Basically, he's Tess's enforcer.
Yeah.
One of my favorite dynamics ever, Joel and Tess.
They have a really fascinating relationship.
What did you think of just cruising around Boston, these early moments before Ellie?
I mean, I think it's great to really bring you into this part of the world in this time period. You know, you're in this zone, you're getting an idea of where the world is at. You're in this quarantine zone. You hear about like these fireflies causing trouble, like right off the, like pretty early, there's like an explosion, like shit's going down. Yeah. Like you gotta hide out. Yeah, I think it's really great.
Great intro, yeah.
It's a really good intro. I think if you're one of those people, and I understand this because sometimes I get like this where I'm just like, I want to play the game kind of thing like that.
Sure.
You're like, I want to play the game.
Sure.
But I think it's done really well.
Yeah.
And I don't mind it.
Okay. Yeah. Because I know sometimes you're like, hey, let's get to it.
Yeah.
You know? Really quick, because I do want to ask you, do you think the beginning part, we're about a decade later now from when that came out, 2013 original. Do you think it still holds up.
From like a narrative standpoint?
Narrative and just scenario-wise, that whole intro part.
Are you talking like just the getting to the checkpoint thing or the whole thing with like Robert and everything?
No, just...
Oh,
I
the
went
Sarah?
back. Just the Sarah part. Just the Sarah
yeah, I think
part.
that's super great.
Cool.
I think that's super good.
Cool. Because I think that's an interesting...
Maybe if
Point-
you're like replaying the game for, many times, you're just
Yeah.
like, and frequently, you're like,
Yeah.
okay, let's just get through this kind of thing. But I think, yeah, especially your first timer, I think it's essential.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so we get into some encounters here early on, Brad. I want to dive into some of these, bro. We are going to tear some of these. We'll skip over some, but I want to get into some encounters. The very first one, quarantine zone warehouses. Tess. I don't have time for this.
Tess setting the tone, yeah, just shooting that guy.
Yeah. Combat. Brad, I want to talk to you
Yeah.
about it. Brad doesn't mess around. Brad, you're a real one, Brad. So, one of the biggest arguments of The Last of Us was, it's just the story. The combat's not great. Oh, it's just a movie. It's,
So,
the combat always kind of takes the brunt of the criticism.
Right.
How do you think it holds up?
so I think this to me really depends on the difficulty you play this game. I think the challenge is such a huge part of you diving into the mechanics of this game.
The fear and the struggle.
I think that's a huge part of it. Now, I don't think there's a problem playing any other difficulty.
No.
But to me, that is such a vital part of this game is,
Finding
I
the right
cannot get seen
Yeah.
right now. I got to take out these guys.
Yeah.
I cannot. I can't.
Yeah.
I have to do this or I'm going to die.
I need a brick.
Yeah, I need a brick, like a desperate, like
desperately-
me scrambling is like, I need that feeling. That to me is part of the game.
Yeah.
Like just, the combat is like stealth, but it's also frantic. That's part of it.
Yeah.
Just like, oh fuck, just running through something like
Yeah.
hiding over something, just like fucking reloading or
over
something.
there!
Yeah, them coming, you're like, oh shit. Like this pressure on you to me is super important.
Yeah.
Really great about that game.
Yeah.
So I think overall the combat, I think it's been a while. I think it's worse than part 2 because part 2 you have more flexibility and there's more scenario. It's more fleshed out.
So fair. Crawling.
But I still
diving.
think it's fun.
Yeah.
I still think it's fun. I think the shooting felt better than I remembered, honestly.
Yeah.
I still think it's good.
Hell
I think
yeah.
it's good.
Good. Okay.
It's good.
okay. Brad, it's honestly my favorite. Like, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's just my favorite genre. It's my favorite style
Stealth,
of action.
yeah.
I love stealth survival horror action. The Evil Within, Resident Evil is just my
Yeah.
in Resident Evil, there's name is stealth, but it's just my favorite.
Yeah.
And I think that fear is a big reason why.
Yeah, I do too.
That just makes, like, it heightens the combat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Obviously the melee weapons give me top 5 weapons in video games anytime. Lead pipe
The lead pipe's very good.
and we'll bash
good.
some heads. And the brick, of course.
Yeah, the brick's awesome too.
It's like one of my favorite weapons in the game, no question. Either you throw it at him and then grab him, or you just bash.
So that's what I'm saying is like
Yeah.
using these resources on the harder difficulties it comes with weight.
Yeah.
Every time.
Every time.
I didn't have 12 bullets all the time. Like I would look at my guns, got like 3,
Yeah.
2,
Yeah.
maybe even 1 for this gun. I got a brick, a bottle.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, I gotta figure out how to do this.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And I think that's a huge part of it.
Heck yeah, Brad. Yes. So then, continuing on in the quarantine zone, just the docks is a little more intense. That's a big open space.
Yeah, I think it starts
They
pretty...
ease you into
I
it.
think they do ease you into it. You fight 2 guys. Tess is like, flank that guy.
Yeah.
You kind of do it. Then it's like, all right, let's dump into this area now. Here's stealth kind of thing. You take out a few guys, like 3 or 4 guys, and then it's like, all right, let's get bigger now.
Yes. And then obviously you meet up with Marlene,
Yeah.
and she, because you're looking for the guns Robert took. Sorry, I didn't tell that plot detail. Yeah, you're with Tess. You're looking for the guns. Robert screwed you
sold-
over.
Yeah.
And you're tracking down Robert in another zone.
Yeah.
And you find him, and you find
I
out
love this conversation between these characters.
the best.
Just
it's
this
one of my
guy. Because there's one part
Tess
where
is,
she
like, one of my
says,
favorite of
like,
all
he
time.
has these thugs, working for him. And And I think Joel says, like, how is he, like, getting people to work for him? Almost something like that.
Yeah.
And she, like, mentioned something like, he's great at, like, writing checks he can't cash or something like that.
Yeah.
He's just, like, lying to these people, promising them stuff.
Absolutely.
And which, dude,
Love that. Love this,
when
Brad.
they interrogate him,
Yeah.
they, like, I forgot who it might be Tess, but they hit him with the pipe, dude.
Yes, yeah.
Boom! And he
In
goes
the
on the
leg,
ground.
dude, yeah.
He's like, we can make a deal. We
Yeah.
can work it out. And she goes, you know, we might have been able to do this if you didn't try to fucking kill me.
Yes.
And she, like, shoots him in the head. It's like,
Didn't
dude,
try
yeah.
to fucking kill him. Execution.
Yeah, so good.
So you find out that he sold the guns to the Fireflies.
Mm-hmm.
Queen Firefly,
The leader,
as
yeah.
Joel says, Marlene. Which let's take a small little detour to the comic book.
Yeah, we did read that.
Little Last of Us, American Dreams here.
Mm-hmm.
Little prologue to it all. It's about Ellie showing up to the boarding school in the quarantine
Yeah,
zone.
meeting Riley.
Which we'll get into. But Marlene also in that, and just like you see an intense side of her in that comic, which I like. You know,
Yeah.
she's super intense. She's like fighting people.
Yeah, she's the leader of this group
Yeah.
and trying to keep morale up and protect her group and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Yeah.
So love that. And then you make a deal with Marlene. Yo, you deliver a package. You're a smuggler. You deliver a package. We'll get you the guns.
We'll get them back. Yeah.
Yeah. So then you go to the outskirts because you're trying to get the hell out of Boston. You're with Ellie. Also, one of my favorite moments in this game ever, Brad, always right before you're leaving the quarantine zone, you're like camping out for the night in that or in the apartment building.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're just hanging out there.
Yeah.
Joel gets some sleep.
Yeah.
I just love it
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah. Me too.
Just cozy.
It's really good. Yeah.
One of the coziest
Tess
scenes.
comes back.
Tess comes back. You can like look out. It's raining. It's just such a mood.
It is. Yeah. Definitely.
love-
Definitely a mood.
Love that mood. So the outskirts, Brad. Here's where shit starts getting intense. You're escaping,
Yeah.
and
The zone. Yeah.
they catch you on your way out, checking you for bites and stuff.
Right.
This is when you discover Ellie is infected.
Oh yeah, because they do the
Bum bum bum.
Yeah. They're like, oh shit.
And then Ellie.
You find out why she is the delivery package.
Yes, some like Children of Men vibes here. We got to get some important person to an important place.
Yeah.
We are going deep.
Yeah.
And I just love that scene because it's like Ellie's the one who pulls the switchblade, which Marlene gives her in the comic and tells her was her mother's.
Yeah.
Love that. So yeah, you escape that, and that's kind of the first time.
Dude, that reminds me. Ellie was like way more scrappy than I remembered.
she does not mess around.
She does not mess around. She gets in fights like
Yeah,
she like goes for it.
she goes hard.
Because like in my brain, I was thinking like Joel is like the enforcer, the one handling. Like, yes, he does a lot of times, but
Yeah.
Ellie was more scrappy than I remembered,
Hell yeah.
which was cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Because then in part 2, it makes even more sense because she's freaking
Yeah.
even more intense.
Yeah.
Oh
She's
my
very
God.
intense. Part 2.
Out of control. Whoa. Part 2 just makes me say,
Whoa. Yeah.
Whoa.
Definitely.
whoa. Shout out to Abby. So then we get to the tilted building. One of my
Right.
favorites, Brad, because
That's where you learn about like the clickers
yeah,
more so.
clickers like this is just a little behind the scenes. I've been wanting to talk to Brad about this game forever.
Yeah.
Part 1, I was like, we got to save this. I refused to talk to him about this until this camera rolls. But one thing I did say was like, yo, dude, clickers, top 3 video game enemies of all time, visually, audioly, is audioly a word? I don't think so. Visual and audio, and mechanically. Just the sound, the fact that you, especially on Grounded, have to, if you want to sneak up on a clicker,
Yeah, be really careful.
you have to be at the bare minimum, the absolute bare minimum of crawling And they're faster than you, so you really got to time. It is so hard to sneak up on them, and if you even tilt that stick
too fast,
a smidgen past the bare minimum, it is.
or if they get too close to you,
Yeah.
they'll notice you.
I love clickers so much, Brad.
They're a cool enemy. They are scary, definitely. Yeah, they're good.
Just hearing them, the fact that you really got to get those headshots, which
Super
matters
important.
even more on ground. Dude.
Yeah.
Like nothing more satisfying than a little bow and arrow on one as it's running at you, and then it's just like sloop.
Yep.
But I syndromed out there. What I wanted to say is when you're pulling up to that tilted building, that is just another one of those moments early on in The Last of Us where I'm just so obsessed with the visuals and the mood and the vibe, just looking up at it. It's raining. Just the atmosphere, man. I just love
Yeah, it's super good. Yeah.
Because you don't usually like post-apocalyptic
Correct,
settings.
I don't.
But you've always loved the way The Last of Us looks. What is it about?
I think the art direction is just of their world. I will say one thing is it because they incorporate plants a lot. And I do like that. Adds a lot of green. You know, like
green, yes.
I think green, adding a bit of color really helps a lot for me.
For sure.
You know, just like water and stuff.
Yeah.
The sun, like the lighting's very good.
Yeah. It looks like beautiful.
Yeah.
Just
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't want to fucking hang out there or anything like that. I don't want to go there. But it looks very nice.
Yeah. So, subway station after that, another one of my favorites. These dark.
Great moment.
Yes. One of my favorite encounters down here. Again, it's just so dark and scary. There's
There's clickers. There's like the
humans.
really infected clickers and like the more lower tier infected humans.
Yes.
That can see you.
Yeah. I love that dynamic.
Yeah.
Of like, these ones can see you from a distance, but these ones...
You can stealth kill them easily. They're
You
not
can
as
punch
they're not as deadly, you know. If they grab you, it's not like over.
Yeah.
You can still fight back, but they could see you. Hold on, I want to say that the encounter, I like that encounter is because
please.
one thing I like when they have these encounters is like optional things to do. Like going through that area, they're telling like a story, you know, you're getting the notes, like very cliche video game stuff, but it's cool. You get the notes, you're learning what's going on there. There's the safe code. I love that. You go out of your way to find the safe code.
Yeah.
You go all the way to the other side and open the safe. It's a risky task, but a rewarding one.
Yes.
Especially on harder difficulties, of course.
Dude, that's... You are tapping directly into the veins right now, bro. You are just like right into my soul of just like green gel in the Evil Within 2 or Evil Within. You're just like, I will risk my life for those resources.
Because I need them.
Yes.
I feel like I need them.
Yeah. But again, I feel like part one was even harder than the original. So there were one or two times, Brad, when even I was just like, dude, I'm out of here. I'm out.
Yeah, I got scared sometimes.
I'm gone. I'm
Some
leaving.
encounters are getting dicey. I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I just
sprint out
just
of there.
sprinting. Yeah.
So then you get to the museum. Huge moment.
Love the museum.
Huge
moment.
Plot point. Huge.
Tess got bit.
Hurts me every time. I love her plea at the end of just like, yo, whatever's here,
you gotta do this.
you gotta do this, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever this
In
is.
this final
This
stand.
isn't us, Tess.
Yeah.
What do you know about us?
Yeah. That the final stand she wants to take, she's like, I ain't gonna become one of them or something like that.
Dude, and you hear the audio of
Oh my
that
God.
is still so powerful 10 years later of just like, there she is! Like, boom, boom, boom.
Well, I like that too is because Joel leaving her is really hard for him.
It's a big deal.
He's like really, like, he's not happy, like, he's very upset, you can tell. Yeah. And I think Ellie's like, should we let her do that kind of thing? Yeah. He's like, we gotta go, like, move on. Like, he's pissed, but he understands.
Yeah. He knew.
And like you said, the audio, you're in the other room, you hear the dudes bust in.
It's so intense.
You hear some gunfire.
God.
You hear some fighting going, then you hear her scream.
Yeah. And then when you come back up.
You come back up from the second floor, and you see the guys pouring in. You see Tess dead on the ground.
Dead on the ground.
And you're just like, fuck.
The only silver lining she got 2 of us.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, she took 2 down.
She got 2
She
down.
went down. She got more
She got 2
than
down.
they got.
Well, because, like, you know, you're not fighting, like, random thugs. You're fighting, like, this like, military part of that city.
Yeah.
So they got, like, you know, like,
Yeah.
heavy artillery.
Yeah. Pretty intense encounter just after that, escaping that area.
Yeah, they're coming
with
in.
Ellie.
Yeah.
Very intense. That is like one of the first. Actually, there's some big challenges before that. Like the tilted building is pretty tough.
I would say that and the subway could be tough.
And the
probably.
subway. But definitely getting out of there
Yeah.
with Ellie is tough.
Because this is like, you know, a lot of humans.
A lot of
With
humans,
guns.
a lot of guns. Yeah, and there, some are roaming around. Tricky.
Because there's like,
part.
you know, there's this room, like almost like a checkpoint. You know, you got this room with like so many guys. You get through there real quick.
Yeah.
They're talking, you know, they're freaking out. Then you go to this next part. You see the way out, but then like dudes come in.
Yeah.
But there's like many ways for you to go, like three different routes or something like that. And it's just like, fuck, I gotta maneuver my way through all this or fight them or both or whatever. Like for me, like I went through it, shit hit the fan.
Yeah.
I like killed a guy in a panic with like a brick and I just fucking booked it.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like shooting at me. I'm like taking shots. He's like, oh, I'm like just running down there. Oh man, it was so intense.
It's so good, dude. It's so good. So you get the hell out,
Yeah.
and then probably my favorite chapter in this whole game is Billstown.
Ooh, Billstown.
Probably
yeah.
my favorite like arc for sure.
It's good. Yeah.
Yo, I'm begging you, Naughty Dog. Bill Part 3, let's go. Bill Part 3, bring him back.
For part 3?
Yeah. They have a history. They have a connection. Bill can show up. Bill can show up for a reason.
I guess, yeah.
Why-
It doesn't, I mean, it's just like him and Joel had a rocky relationship. They paid off. Bill did the favor for Joel. They were even.
Yeah. They were even.
I don't know how Bill would be talking to Joel in any way
Yeah.
or know about Joel's fate.
Maybe somebody's got to pass through. Maybe Bill's passing through. There's really,
I mean, anything's possible.
Yeah. I just love Bill so much.
Yeah, okay, fair. I think Bill's a good character, too.
One of my favorite moments in the entire game, straight away. His trap.
Oh, the wire? The tripwire?
Upside down.
Oh, that part.
Bro, what do
Well,
you
hold on,
think
let's
of
go
this?
through the town. When you actually get to the town of, like, Joel going in there and seeing the smoke rising, he goes, is that you, Bill? Yeah. And she's kind of like, haven't you been here before? Or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, do you know where he is? And he's like, I know Bill's here. Something like that, essentially. And you just going through this neighborhood, dude. I think this is what's great about this game is, yes, we love the gameplay, but I think it handles the narrative moments really well. Like, going through the store, going through the record
Thank you for reminding
store,
me about
and
this.
her just being like, because, you know, she's 14 and she's never experienced anything. Like Joel kind of explaining how things work. You go in the pizzeria, and there's that arcade game.
Yep.
I forgot what it's called, but
The Turning.
she knows what it is. And she's
Yeah.
talking to Joel about it and stuff like that. And the garden, her seeing the gnome, like just really great small character building. Because at this point, Ellie's trying to get Joel to open up more to her, you know? She's more chatty to Joel. Joel's very reserved at this point.
Very reserved, and we know why.
Yeah,
One, he
we know
just
why.
lost Tess. Two,
Sarah.
Sarah.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, he's
He's very
scared.
closed off, yeah.
Joel, I know you're scared. I know you were scared,
Yeah, of
bro.
course he is. Of course he is. It's part of the beauty of it.
Joel.
But yeah, you go through there, you're looking for Bill and you get caught in his trap.
Yeah.
The
Though I'm glad you brought that part up really quick, Brad, because those exploration moments, and we'll get into another one later on, that are just like my favorite moments to explore in The Last of Us, scavenging.
Yeah.
While your characters are bantering,
Yeah.
learning about each
There's
other.
cool like optional dialogue too you can find.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Just
And-
just character building.
Yeah. And same notes, part one, same
Yeah.
audio.
Yeah, it's the
same.
same.
Same puzzles, all that stuff's the same here as it was, same as it ever was. Yeah, and the snare, Brad, what do you think of this? It's honestly one of my most
It's a cool moment.
favorite moments ever, just how iconic it is.
It's a really cool moment. I forgot you have infinite ammo at
Yeah.
that point, so I was like very cautious.
Yeah.
It's like, oh God, like really taking my time to land the shots when I probably shouldn't be.
Yeah,
Then I'm like, oh, I probably have infinite ammo. And
Yeah.
But it's still a cool moment.
Yeah.
It's very tense.
very tense. Like getting a headshot when you're upside down.
It feels good. It's cool.
So good. And then you meet up with Bill.
Yeah. He saves you.
Saves you.
He like you get cut down or he cuts you down.
Yeah.
And he has his gas mask on.
Love Bill with the gas mask. Gas mask and a shoddy.
Yeah. And he's got like a machete.
Yeah, and you're just working through the town with Bill because you're trying to get a car. You're trying to get out of here.
Where you need to go is far.
Yeah. You're trying to find the Fireflies. And the conversations with Bill, like you were saying,
Yeah.
antagonistic.
Yeah. He's very antagonistic to you. And Ellie, you know, she's like a punk ass teenager, you know?
Yeah,
She's like, fuck you, man. Like stuff like that. Like they don't like each other. They're going at each other's throats, and Joel is just being some mediator.
That's why I need
like the whole thing.
That's why I need
like-
old Ellie with
like,
older Bill.
Ellie, come on. Then at parts, he's complaining about some shit.
Yeah. Hey, don't touch that!
Yeah.
When they're like in his little base. Bill gives you the shotgun, that's obviously why I'm obsessed with him. Like,
yeah. There's a part where you're trying to get the car battery.
yeah.
He's like, we gotta do this. So she's like, I thought we were gonna fix the car or something. And he goes, we?
Yeah.
You fix a car? Or thing like that? And Joel just goes, Bill. And that's just like my favorite.
Damn it.
Bill.
Bill.
Come on, Bill.
And of course, even getting up to that point, going back to the test sections, you talk about Bill sometimes, and you find some like notes about just, or you hear about just like, you know, his haul.
Yeah, he, like his notes
trade.
about him like doing patrol, like checking
Yeah.
traps and stuff like that. Yeah, you learn.
Scavenging. Just learning what Bill is all about. Another one of those hard encounters, dude. The graveyard.
Yeah, that is a tough
there's
encounter.
There's like 9 clickers in there.
There's a lot, and you can't just run through that area.
You have to stealth.
Because there is like a gate you have to open,
Yes.
or someone does, but it takes time and it makes noise.
Absolutely.
But it is a intense. Like, once I like figured that out, I was like, okay, I gotta throw down. Like I gotta like organize my stuff. I'm like, I'm gonna make a Molotov right here.
Yeah.
Like, gotta plan this out.
Yeah. And then, so you get to the school because you're looking for the car battery. Out of control. I love this encounter.
The school, like the outside of the school.
Outside of the school. Some stealth.
brawl.
Enemies are coming in.
But then you have to fight them.
Yes, they're like, more are coming. You gotta boost Ellie up, just frantic. You go inside the school. This one,
I died at this part a lot.
yeah. Inside the school's tough.
Yeah, I died a lot.
Absolutely. And unit compositions, even in part 1 to remaster, are like identical. I don't know if the enemy was like up there in part 1. There's like an enemy up there.
If you alert something, like one of them
Jumps
falls down.
Yeah. So it was there. It was there for sure. But yeah, that section is so tricky, Brad.
Well, because Grounded, I think, has more enemies, right?
I think you'll see things like earlier.
Okay.
Or like different in, like they'll add in maybe a little more. Like,
Okay.
I don't know exactly because I only play Grounded.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
It was not a flex. I've literally never played through Last of Us with listen mode. The first time I ever played, I did Survivor no listen mode, and then Grounded came later.
Right.
And it was just Grounded all the way. I just love it so much. But Brad. So yeah, part one here again. The lighting was different. This scene felt pretty different to me. The school fight.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but you go into the gym.
Oh, yeah.
You go into the gym, and I can say definitively this boss fight is superior.
To the original?
Yes, because the bloater has the charge now.
Oh, that was it in the original?
Not in the original.
Was that from 2?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Crashing through the walls in 2.
Cool.
Yeah, because I didn't even remember that, Brad. I booted that fight up in the remaster, and all the bloater was doing
Was just throwing or walking slow to you?
throwing the gas, throwing the gas. And this, it was charged.
Yeah, he was aggressive. Yeah, it was cool.
I love this boss fight. Tell me about this boss fight. We love to talk about boss fights here on
Yeah,
Easy
it's-
Allies. It's obviously not some From Software boss
It's
fight.
definitely an intense moment because you have this bloater in here.
Yeah.
He's a tank, you know, he's taking hits, but you have infected also coming in here. So not only dealing with this guy hunting you, but you got these 2 infected going around. They could be attacking you, they could be attacking Bill, they could be attacking Ellie. You don't know.
Oh my god, dude, they get like grabbed and you're like, I gotta save them, but the bloater's on me. Like,
this annoys me, okay?
Okay.
Just about AI companions in this game, and I guess it's inevitable. It's like, I didn't know how they would adapt to a situation. I never knew if they'd be able to shoot this guy or if they'd even go for this guy, if they just run around, I guess. I could never, ever count on them. I guess once I got in that mindset of me not being able to count on these characters or ever trying to, but if they did something good, if they shot someone and killed them, it felt like a nice bonus, I guess.
Sure. I agree with that. I guess when you have a companion with you, like, you're just automatically a little more safe, even if they're not doing anything, kind of?
I guess.
Because they're a distraction.
Yeah.
They will sometimes shoot them and, like, stagger them.
I guess it just felt like a roll of the dice
Sure.
on their performance, or if an enemy would go for them, and I guess that's just part of the game, you know?
Sure, and it is an improvement. I did notice they were like
they're a little more
they
competent.
would stun enemies for me.
Cool.
It is an improvement, but yeah, I don't think it's it's a little unreliable.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know, because I imagine balancing that is such a nightmare.
Yeah, because they don't want
them to just pop up and shoot everyone for you.
I don't know if it's different on a different difficulty either. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I just noticed that when I was playing.
It was funny because, again, I just had all 3 of them. I was booting them all up. Boom, 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 boom. And I booted up a part 2 encounter. Mm-hmm. And straight away, Brad, I'm like hunkered down. There's an enemy coming in. Dina. Boom. 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 That's a kill. It's like, Dina, dude.
Damn.
Dina. Yeah.
Dina thrown down.
Yeah. So, the gym followed by
The car part.
But a little before that, obviously,
Oh, then like the
Bill's
houses?
companion.
Yeah, that went missing. He took the battery that you were looking for,
Yep.
but he didn't make it.
Yeah.
He hung himself.
Bill's partner.
But you can get the note, and it's optional to give it to him, I believe.
Optional.
Which is cool.
I just love this moment.
And his relationship with that person.
Yes, I think it's one of the best storylines that it is explored the least in The Last of Us. I think it is an essential small little piece to flesh out the world and Bill
As a character.
Well,
because he's like, that was my partner kind of thing like that, but he like...
implying like romantic feelings.
but he's like, fuck you, asshole, or some shit like that.
They had a falling out.
They had tension, for sure.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I like that part, the car.
The car, dude. The car part is so intense. Like, pushing this
You gotta
thing.
push the car with Bill, and Ellie's trying to start the car and get it going.
The freaking
Guys are coming out of the bushes
coming out of the
shit.
bushes, dude.
Yeah.
Which looks awesome in
It
the
does,
visuals.
yeah. It looks really
Like,
good.
Just again, I want to hype up a lot of the visuals. I know I came in hot in the beginning, but
So yeah.
you know,
Yeah, it
just
looks
trying
good.
to be just fully
Yeah.
transparent about my feelings, even if I can't explain why.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't make any sense.
Just how you're feeling,
I'm
yeah.
just like, that's just how I felt. I don't know.
Yeah. Just the feeling you got.
Yeah. So we're moving on.
So yeah. So you get out of town, Bill stays there.
Yeah.
He's like, we're square.
We are square.
It's over.
And then Joel, like,
We're square.
heart of gold Joel underneath all of the trauma and horrible things the person has done but you know why he became this person. He lives in the harshest possible reality, world ending. People are, 60% of the population is just dead. Like, and then obviously he loses his daughter.
Yeah.
So you can understand why Joel is so hardened, which makes those just empathetic and heartfelt moments from him mean so much and hit so hard, when he's like, yeah, we're square. Like when he's just so like,
Yeah. There's like a lot of weight in history there.
yeah.
Well, this ties into the next part, is one of my favorite character moments for Joel.
Yeah.
Is you're driving around, you get to this like dead end or whatever, they're going down this road, the city.
Pittsburgh.
This guy comes out, injured or whatever, going, help me. And he's like, oh shit, should we help that guy? And he's like, no. He's like,
He's not even hurt.
he's not even hurt. And she's like, how did you know that? And he's like, he like implies that he's been on that side and done things like that.
Yes. Absolutely.
Then you get in that fucking car crash, dude. and you
best.
crash through that area. That's one of my favorite encounters of the whole game is when you first crash and you get out.
Me too, Brad. Me too.
Because you're like
Me three.
disoriented.
Yes.
You're thrown off your guard. You're thrown in this. You don't crawl your way into the situation. You're just thrown into it. And you're like, oh, fuck.
Yep. So
Like, they're coming in.
yes. And like, just after an ambush, too.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have a lot of time. They're coming.
Yeah.
That is so
Yeah.
hype. And the guy who slams you through the glass, like, seriously, look it up. Like, the guy that
Grabs you.
in the original looks so menacing.
Yeah.
I swear. It's so gritty. Like, yeah. But one thing they fixed, which I loved, the music playing from the car, right?
Oh, right. Yeah.
So sick.
Yeah, it's just playing in the background.
Oh my God.
It's like some old country song. Yeah.
If you die in the original, if you're playing through the game normally,
yeah.
you reload and the music stops.
Oh, really?
Part 1, the music will reset.
Cool.
Reset.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. So it's nice because you
Yeah.
want the music playing.
Yeah.
I died there, you know.
Yeah,
That seems
totally.
so intense.
It's an intense moment, yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic. And you start to get, you just had a long drive, you survived some stuff, you're starting to get a little closer with Ellie now.
Mm-hmm.
And you see some enemies and they you try to get to this hotel.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to get you're trying to get out of here. You're trying to get to the bridge
Mm-hmm.
to get out of town. And she busts out the joke book.
The joke book, yes.
Yeah. It's like you really start to connect.
Yeah.
You see like the movie poster, I think it's this part.
He's like-
maybe it's this part. Oh.
But there is a movie poster,
Yeah,
and he's like, oh, I saw this right
Yes.
before everything went to hell kind of thing.
Yeah. So you're starting to open up. You're starting to
slowly.
get close. And this hotel, Brad, talk about this encounter. This was actually the gameplay, the original reveal
I do remember this,
of The
yeah.
Last of
I do
Us.
remember it.
If you go back and you watch that original reveal
on stage, yeah.
the HUD is a little different. It's just a little bit different. It's like, okay, cool. So, this was a trip on the remake, because it feels like this scene has been like,
yeah.
it's kind of like
It was like the big introduction, I would say.
it is kind of like
for this game.
Yeah, like kind of the foundation.
It was a moment, definitely. I remember it.
Yeah.
I remember how that ends.
Yeah.
With the guy on the ground.
Yeah, I was like, no.
Yeah.
So sick. This encounter, Brad, I love because there's a secret route to bypass a lot of enemies
Oh.
if you explore. You can like hop outside and go around this thing into another room and then climb up.
Yeah.
And you can go up there and they're checking rooms. This is just vintage, classic, Last of Us. You're
Yeah.
being hunted.
Yeah.
Superior numbers. You're scavenging, but also progressing and defending and attacking
Yeah.
all at once.
A small thing I like about this is like, it's probably not a big deal for a lot of people, but like as you're going through this part of the game, this is a very specific group
Yes.
hunting you. They are talking about how you took out these people. They are actively looking for you. They're talking about how you took out other groups and stuff like that. So you were dealing with this like whole faction the entire way through.
This faction, yes, absolutely. Brad,
Yeah.
hell yeah. I'm glad you brought that up because that's coming up there. The freaking the APC thing.
Yeah.
Dude, we'll get into that.
Yeah. We will.
I'm upset. We'll get into that.
Okay.
I'm not upset.
Okay. Okay.
We're almost there. And then another. One of the biggest moments in the game. Let's dive right in. That hotel, Brad. What happens? You get separated.
Oh,
you get separated.
This is a stressful moment.
This was another dramatic improvement in part 1. Looking up the elevator shaft,
Seeing Ellie.
way more depth.
Oh.
it feels longer.
Okay.
Like the freaking Haunted Mansion elevator or something.
Yeah.
It was like she's way up there. Just a little more depth on that. It looked really, really cool, and it was something I immediately noticed.
I like he's like on the ground and he's like, "Are you okay, Ellen?" And she goes, "No, you scared the shit out of me."
She's getting attached. She's attached. So you're separated. You go through the kitchen.
In this dark ass area underground, like down below.
Down below. Oh my God. I was almost skipped over one of the hardest encounters literally in this entire video game.
Yeah.
Straight up. I've seen tweets.
About this spot?
About this. They're like, can't wait to die here a million times. And it's a picture of the generator.
Dude.
This part is insanely hard.
This was like a true scuffle clusterfuck for me. How this whole thing played out.
Tell us about it, Brad.
I saw the
please.
generator. I accidentally hit it wrong.
Oh, no.
So it made sound.
Oh, no.
Like
Dead by daylight.
Like I didn't even get the thing right the first time. So like a bunch of dudes came at me. I killed like 3 of them and I was like, oh fuck. I hear them scaring. I'm like, another one comes. I'm like, oh shit, I'd kill him. Then hit it. Then more come. I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like flying around I forgot about the bloater.
Bloater, dude.
Down here. He goes, I was like, oh my fucking God. Running around this place, get to the door. I'm like, oh fuck, it's locked. I forgot you needed the key card. So I'm getting chased by this bloater. I'm fighting dudes off with whatever I can. I get the key card, dude. So I get that key card, I lure this bloater around the whole way. It's cool because it's like multiple floors. You go up a way and you can jump down. I'm trying to bait it around me while guys are chasing me. Fucking open this door and I get through that door and I just go, like playing. I'm just like, oh, physically like relieved.
You get through that door and it is a
tense
moment. Absolutely
tense.
Because this is the first encounter with stalkers.
Yes,
Those
oh my God, the stalkers!
And those are improved in this part 1 as well. I feel like they were just a little more like they do a lot of weird shit in the remaster where they're kind of just like running here and then here and here and here. It's like that's still there a bit for sure.
They still like move around you.
Especially in the sewer, you'll see that for sure. But like most issues, if you call them, with the remaster, part 1 shores that up dramatically.
Just cleans it up a little bit.
Cleans it up. Again, I talked about just the companions like hiding in plain sight. It's like that only happened once.
Yeah.
So great part, Brett. God, it's
So intense.
it's so hard, dude.
It's scary, dude. It's a scary part.
Yes. So then you get to the kitchen, you get out, you're climbing up. Mm-hmm. You get attacked. You're drowning.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You're trying to grab your gun.
Yeah.
It's not looking good.
Yeah. You're going to die.
Then what happens?
Ellie shoots that dude in the head. But what makes this moment good is throughout the game with Ellie, she's like, give me a gun.
Give me a gun.
Give me a gun. I can help you kill these guys. And Joel's like, no.
Could do a lot better if I had a gun,
Yeah, like even with Bill there, she's like, I could help out, And Joel's always shutting her down, no. She gets the kill. Joel's pissed at her. He's like, should have stayed where you were kind of thing.
Yeah, dude. Asshole Joel.
Asshole Joel.
10 out of 10 asshole Joel in this. This is peak asshole Joel. We're just like, bro.
She just saved your ass,
Saved you and she just killed a man.
Yeah.
She killed a man. Like, there's a bad man trying to kill you, but like, dude. Powerful moment. Huge.
And this plays into a later moment we'll get to, probably.
Turning point. It's coming immediately up, Brad. It's straight away.
Oh, is it right after this? Did we skip?
Yeah, no, because it goes to the hotel, into the service area, which we just talked about, into the hotel kitchen.
Okay, yeah.
And then the next one is the financial plaza. Right then, where she gets.
Okay, but what about the bookstore?
Bookstore I passed over.
Okay.
Why did I pass that over?
I love the bookstore.
Tell me about the bookstore.
I don't know. It's like, well, you're out in this location. There's like, it's like a checkpoint. It's right by a checkpoint. So there's these dudes outside.
Oh my God, the bookstore is so good.
Yeah. So there's the checkpoint outside, but then you go into the bookstore. There's dudes coming in slowly, and it has 2 floors. There's a fire escape out there. Then there's like 2 stairways inside it. So it's like this weird playground of you figuring out which route you want to take to deal with these dudes on multiple floors.
Yes.
Something I think about when I was doing this, I thought about the mall in part 2 where you're Ellie.
Yes.
I was like, dude, I love this part.
Hell yeah.
And it's just like a
Where
cool
you're swimming
location.
You're the one who's swimming in part 2?
Yeah, part 2
Absolutely.
you do like more crazy shit, but
yeah.
it just reminded me of it. But I was like, this is a really cool encounter.
Yes,
And you
Brad.
can
Thank you.
sneak your way through it if you're careful enough, but it's
Yeah.
still tough. Like most likely you're gonna get in a fight.
This is one of the times where I just had to go.
Yeah.
Because this encounter is another super difficult one. And there are so many enemies. There are so many enemies in this part, Brad.
There's a lot.
That I always hear Damiani's voice. Is this unlimited respawn? Like, this part makes me question unlimited respawn.
Well, it's because they come in waves as you progress through it.
Yeah.
But what I like about this area is it's big enough. If you get in a fight, you could kind of lose them and hide somewhere like far away. And you can try to, while they're looking around, you can maybe sneak by them or something, or take a few out.
Yeah. And all those book, the actual shelves.
Mm-hmm.
I just like how the sight line would F me up every time because I use that fire escape to go up.
Mm-hmm.
And even if there's an enemy all the way over there, it's like, if I come out and grab this one though, like that one's going to see me all the way over there. Good one, Brad.
Yeah.
Good one. Yes. Yeah. Bookstore, into the hotel rooms, service area, hotel kitchen, Financial Plaza, giving
One of
Ellie,
the best encounters in the entire game.
absolutely giving Ellie a sniper rifle, Overwatch position.
Going in there.
What's up?
You going in there as Joel silent.
The enemies are like having their banter.
They're having
like,
their yo took out the whole group.
Yeah. They're like making fun of some guy who got killed. Like,
Yeah.
whoa, what up?
Yeah. I remember when the
messed
guy's
up.
like, take a breath or something. The other guy.
Yeah, I heard
Take a
that
breath.
100
Yeah,
times,
me
dude.
too.
Take a breath.
Take a breath.
100 times.
But what's cool about this encounter is you're coming at it, and Ellie's behind you as you're going up. There's like a bank or something on the left, but then
Yep.
on your right,
another
there's like two
sniper.
areas, but there's 2 floors, and there's a guy up there, so you're like going from one floor, and you're maneuvering your way around a whole group and making your way upstairs. You're taking out a guy. Then as you do, I think more dudes start to come in later on as you progress, and it's a really good encounter. When you get in a fight, dude, if you're fighting and Ellie takes out someone, you're like, yes, Ellie.
Dude, she saved my ass. She got the sniper. She like took the sniper out.
And Joel will like comment sometimes when she does something. I forget what he says, but it's really good.
Yeah, I forget too. Shit.
Oh no, she talks about like shooting rats before.
Yeah.
Training. And she shot a guy, I think, and Joel was like, rats, huh? Something like that.
I don't know if I got that this time. Sick. Love that.
It was awesome. Yeah, it was great.
But
But that moment is just so sick of Joel finally trusting her.
finally huge
Giving her that
character
moment.
The bond, dude. The bond right there.
bond right there.
Like she saves him. He starts trusting.
Yeah,
drops his
that's
guard.
where like the trust starts to come in more.
Yes. I love opening that fight with a Molotov right on that group.
Oh, that's a
every
great
time.
idea.
Every time.
Yeah.
You just
Get like 3 hits or 3 kills right there. That's huge.
It's so nice.
That's huge. Yeah.
Someone tries to flank you with a pipe right there.
Mm-hmm.
Quick timeout. More satisfying. I already know what you're gonna say. More satisfying for a revolver headshot or the bolt action headshot.
I think the revolver, dude. Honestly.
Oh, I didn't expect you to
I
say.
really like the revolver.
It's too iconic. It's honestly my favorite like gun in games.
No, don't get me wrong. I love
Yeah,
the bolt
of
action,
course,
especially
of
I
course.
love the reload animation. Yeah, I really love that. But
Yeah.
it's just like something about that revolver. You said it's 1-hit kill for grounded mode.
with a revolver.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
on
it
human
was
enemies.
It was a
human enemies.
valuable resource.
Yes.
Now that sounds OP. It
does.
But it like doesn't really play out like that on grounded.
Exactly. Those bullets are rare.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to use those on a clicker or something.
Yeah.
You know? And for me, it's an RP thing.
Yeah.
It's like it just enhances the feeling around like Joel and this weapon. Like I don't know. And then of course into part 2.
Part 2,
like,
yeah.
That gun is just it's
Yeah.
iconic. Financial Plaza, a lot of encounters here. We can kind of
Yeah.
breeze through these. Liberty Avenue, armored truck. You're just working your way
Fucking
through.
truck, man.
So intense. There's like, yeah, there, there's 2 sides here. Elevated position.
Yeah.
And then that final hunter checkpoint.
Right.
And then we meet some new characters.
Yeah.
Henry and Sam.
Henry and Sam, brothers. They were with another group, and they got separated from them.
Yes.
They were trying to like,
Yeah.
they're like, do you think they made it kind of thing
Yeah.
like that?
So they're also trying to find the
Fireflies, yeah.
A lot of people putting their
Yeah, Joel's
faith in
very
the
cynical
Fireflies
about it.
these
Yeah.
days. Like,
Yeah.
saving
Yeah.
grace Fireflies. Ooh. So Henry and Sam, another one of my favorite, like just the arcs in these games, right? You have your Tess arc, your Bill arc, your Henry and Sam arc,
Yeah.
and I'm hyped to talk about this with you, Brad, because this to me is like a prime example of why I love to replay video games, because you catch these secondary storylines so much clearer-ish.
Ish, yeah. Yeah.
You know, obviously the first time you go through it, you're gonna know the story, but like it resonates a little more because you don't like technically see that story. You read about it, you see the echo of it all, but it's not like direct. It's not the main storyline. It's just this world-building storyline.
Well, what's cool about it is you start on this beach.
Yes.
On a boat.
Yeah, because Henry and Sam bounce you, by the way.
They leave you for dead for a part.
The armored truck, really quick. I think I died like 30 times
Dude,
here.
I died a lot here.
I think I died like 30 or 40 times.
Well, dude, on Grounded, you get shot like once or twice by the thing, you're dead.
And it didn't like, I don't know if they'll patch this. I don't know if I just effed up, dude.
The rotation?
The rotation.
It would just like, whoop, like really fast? Yeah, I didn't understand that either.
It's legit looking
the other way.
The complete opposite way, and I have to get from just this car to this car so quick.
Yeah.
So it's just a little, you couldn't ask for a quicker cover to cover. I would go for it like, and just get shot and die. Like,
it was
20
like
times.
weird. It was like weirdly
Yeah.
robotics seeming and like a
Yeah.
machine. Yeah. I noticed that happened to me too. I'm glad that you noticed that, or
Yes.
I'm glad it just wasn't me. Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't.
But then it just like didn't do it one time and I got through. I was like, okay, what?
Yeah. That whole part was weird. I'm just gonna say that.
It was weird. Yeah.
wasn't
You're
great.
right. It was weird.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
maybe they'll patch it, maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know. Hopefully you do.
Yeah, who knows? And then, Roman Reigns, I took him out this time. He was not as strong. Brad, I'm sure you can check our Easy Allies Twitch clips. It's got to be there.
Roman Reigns?
The big dog, dude, when you're running from that APC,
Yeah.
a guy, an unarmed thug, runs into the back alley,
Yeah. I remember this.
charges you.
Yeah.
On stream, this guy, Superman punched me, Roman Reigns style.
Holy shit.
It happened like 10 times, dude. I'll find the clip. I'll find it. It was over and over.
Oh
and
my
over.
God.
So then he would start to come out, and I would just be like, Bennett, Bennett,
Oh my God.
Bennett. You know? It was-
Yeah, I killed that guy with like a plank of wood my first try.
This time I took him out, dude.
He scared me, but I got him.
So yes. So then Henry and Sam leave you gnarly style.
Yeah.
And
You're on the
again,
end of the bridge.
Before that, though, one of my favorite little subtle character moments ever, Brad, in this game, Ellie jumps down.
Yeah, she can't swim.
No.
Oh, to
When
help
Henry
you.
and Sam
To help
leave,
you, yeah.
she just jumps down. She's like, I'm not leaving you.
Yeah.
You kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, jumps into just pure danger.
Yeah.
Life on the line for Joel.
Because she could have got away.
Yeah, could have just.
Yeah, could have bounced.
Love it.
Stays with
love
you.
it. Love it. Love it. Love it. So.
Yeah, you get separated from them, then you get to the end of the bridge, they have you, like, you're gonna die. They jump off the bridge. Ellie can't swim, though.
Yeah.
You guys jump in the water, but eventually you wake up on shore.
Yeah.
And the brothers are there.
Brothers are there. So you're on the beach. That's where we are.
They saved you out of the water.
Yeah.
But Joel's pissed.
Joel's-
He, like,
Joel's
punches
pissed.
Henry.
Pulls his gun on
Yeah,
him.
pulls the gun.
And then Ellie's like, dude, they
saved
saved
us,
us.
yeah.
Like, everything's cool. And then he's like, all right.
Yeah, it's cool.
So then you see that boat.
The boat on shore,
Yep.
yeah. Dude, the beach looked really cool in this version. It looked really sick.
It does look amazing.
It looked really good.
Another little thing that part one improves, some buildings that you can't go in that are just window dressing, you can like see a little more detail in there, just a little better. I don't know what they did there,
Right.
if anything. I just noticed that it looked better. Maybe just because it's like
Sure, yeah.
up remade and it just looked better.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something.
But the beach, for sure. And like far away places look really good.
Yeah.
Like seeing the city far away.
It did look nice. Yeah, it did.
But the note on that boat
Yeah.
about Ish.
Ish coming back to shore. He's been out in the ocean for a while.
Yeah,
He's running low on supplies.
Totally classic Fear the Walking Dead storyline. Zombies everywhere. Let's just go out on a boat.
Yeah.
They can't get us. Mm-hmm. You got to come back eventually.
Yeah, you go through the sewer and you're getting these notes about him coming into the sewer. He's writing like journal entries essentially about like him being alone in the sewer, but then like running into a group.
There's like they have kids.
Yeah, they go their separate ways. Then you see another note and he's like, I'm going to go ask them if they want to join me here because it's safer in here.
Yeah.
So you do that, you go through the notes, then you start seeing the signs of life in there of them being held up in there. There's like toys and like living stuff.
Love this.
All that stuff.
And this is so great in the remake. Just the
looks
lighting,
great.
The mood. Like,
all these
this
like
is a
infected in
showpiece.
there. And you're going through there and you start finding notes, man, about infected getting in there.
Yeah.
And people start dying and people being trapped in rooms. It's very dark.
It's
very heavy.
Yeah. There's like a death note.
Yeah.
With a corpse.
Yeah.
Skeletal corpse there.
Yeah, it's very heavy and like, it's rough. But it's a really intense encounter. You get separated, like you get separated with Sam.
I love this.
And Henry gets separated with Ellie, so you're going through with Sam.
Yeah.
You're like fighting dudes. There's the
stalker part
Stalker
down
there's down there. Yeah, it's really intense. Because it's like very dark, but you just got your flashlight.
Did you think of another survival horror game at any point?
In a sewer?
Yeah.
Resident Evil.
Not a sewer though. There's a place in the sewer. A little preschool.
Oh, Dead Space?
Yeah, I got Dead Space 2
Dead Space
vibes
2?
here every time.
Oh,
I get
sure.
Dead Space 2 vibes every time.
Sure, yeah.
I think of it every time.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So you get the hell out.
You get out. I love when they get out though, because they open the door, they shut it. Then on the side it says, "Don't open, infected" inside. They're like, "Fuck."
Could have wrote it on the other side,
Yeah.
assholes.
Yeah.
So good. And then,
Oh, this part's great.
arguably my favorite exploration segment in the whole
Oh my God,
game.
yeah.
The neighborhood.
The neighborhood,
is unreal.
houses, and you're going through this. You're with Sam and Henry. Henry's older. He's probably like 20s, something. Like he said he was like like 5 or something when it happened.
Yep.
And he's talking about what he remembers from Civilization. And I think he says thing he remembers the most is barbecues.
Barbecues.
And the smell.
The
Yeah.
smell. People getting together.
Yeah,
Just
so,
big barbecues.
Yeah.
You see on the houses, like, don't come here. I've got a gun. I'll
Yeah.
shoot you.
Oh my God, dude. You read one of the notes. It's one of the families that ends up in the tunnel.
Exactly. Yes, Brad. Yes. They're like, oh, we met this guy. Like,
yeah.
I'm going to try to convince everyone to go to the tunnel. And then Joel is like, bad move.
Bad move.
Like, clearly it didn't work out.
Yeah.
You died.
Yeah.
You made the wrong choice.
Yeah.
Which is so, like, it actually hit me a little harder this time. Where I was just
True.
like, I stopped for a minute to like really think about it. And it's like, this guy had pure good intentions, trying to look after his
Help these
family,
people.
save his family, and he makes what he thinks is like
A
the
good
right
call.
call. He's like, we got to get out of here. They're coming door to door, killing people. Like,
Yeah.
let's go here.
It might have been a temporary good call, but
Yeah.
they were trapped down there essentially.
And it's I forget where you learn it, but you learn that a door was left open,
Yeah.
and that's just.
And I think you read that like Ish got out or something of the place with someone else.
So Ish, his fate, unaccounted for.
Okay,
True,
interesting.
Unaccounted for. Ish could show up. Ish in factions.
Oh.
Yo.
I thought you were going to say part 3. No. I was like, come on, man.
Ish in factions.
That'd be cool.
Yes.
That could happen.
I need it. Okay. And then, so you're going through this whole part. Is this one of your favorite parts to explore, bud?
Yeah, the neighborhood? Yeah, it's fantastic.
Oh, God.
Because you go through all these houses and like Ellie and Sam play darts.
Yes.
Then Joel tries to throw the dart. The one just fucking misses huge.
Wide right.
And he's like, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really cool seeing these houses going through them.
There's like a hidden conversation, like down behind in like a dead end, a little Firefly symbol.
Yeah.
You can comment on that.
Yeah.
Because Henry and Sam are trying to like wait for their group.
Yeah.
To
They don't know.
yeah, and they just don't know. And then you finally.
You jump down like a little ledge
Yes.
and down like a street with houses on the side.
And freaking
Sniper,
sniper.
boom, starts shooting at you.
Insane part.
Love this part.
Tommy
They
vibes.
3 of them stay there with back. They stay back, try to draw the sniper's attention.
Yeah.
You go as Joel,
Flank.
flank him on the side, and as you're going through these like houses and shit, there's guys coming at you.
Love that so much.
Then you get up to the spot where the rifle is.
Love-
Then you get on the rifle.
Dude, breaking into that house
Yeah.
is
Then
electric.
you're like defending them as they're moving up. Then the APC comes or whatever. Then they're shooting at that, and you're
And
defending
100
them.
clickers roll in.
The
You're just
guy,
like,
dude, the guy comes out and he like tries to throw a Molotov at them, and you shoot him and like flies in the APC.
Yeah.
It's so sick.
Hell yeah. And again, that's actually a weird little moment I wanted to touch on. It looks fine, right? But the game still has to follow the original structure.
Yes.
So the way that car just kind
It's
of like
long. It's a long section. I think. I
Yeah.
think it's too long. The sniping part.
yeah, and the way the car when you hit the thing and the Molotov just kind of goes and it's like
Yeah.
it's just kind of like
Goofy.
little bit.
Little goofy, kind of.
Yeah.
Sure.
just,
Yeah, that's fair.
So then you escape. Fuck. And then you learn, dude.
Sam acting weird.
Sam acting weird. Bit.
Everyone goes to sleep. Wake up. Go wake him up. Starts attacking everyone. Attacks Ellie.
Dude.
Joel tries to stop him,
So dark.
and Henry pulls the gun or whatever. Henry? Yeah. Well, I don't know why it's bugging. Pulls the gun on you because you're gonna kill him. He's like, "That's my little brother." And you're like, It's over. He's about to kill Ellie. He shoots him. Henry shoots him. Then like, Joel's like, "All right, just put the gun down. It's okay." And he's like pointing the gun at you and shit. It's all right. Like, just put the gun down. And just fucking pulls the gun himself, kills himself. And the look on Joel's face when he shoots himself, because it like you see
pretty
Joel's
hard
face.
cut, yeah.
He's just like his face is so it's like burned in my memory. Just his face of this guy, like just seeing him kill himself right in front of him. And it's just like hard cuts.
Hard cut.
Boom, black.
Stringy violins. Just
Yeah.
piercing
You're
your
just like,
soul.
fuck.
Yeah. One of them. And it's like, it's just such a good moment. It's so raw. It's so real authentic. And it's like, sometimes that stuff is forced, you know, trying to be edgy, trying to be gritty,
Definitely.
trying to just kill characters off. But like, every time someone goes down in Last of Us, it feels natural.
Yeah, it feels way more natural.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
so believable. We're getting there, Brad. How you holding up?
I'm good.
Good.
Just thinking. Yeah.
Good. So another semi-time jump.
Yeah.
Tiny bit.
It's like seasons
Yep,
usually.
tiny bit. Tommy's Dam.
Oh, I love
Tommy's Dam.
What state is it in? It's Wyoming, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really beautiful.
Yes. So you are rolling up to the dam, and now Ellie and Joel are like
More tight for sure.
Yeah, at this point, they're like, they got a good banter going, good stuff.
Yeah.
Love all the collectibles, the comic books.
Yeah, I love the comic
I
books.
like when you collect one and Joel is like, oh, one of Ellie's
One of
comics.
the comic books. Yeah. Yeah.
You're like, Ellie, I found another
Comic.
for
Oh,
you."
sweet. Yeah.
Love that stuff. Real quick, actually, another small criticism, actually. Let's throw it in right there. This can leap off of this, Brad. There were times where I'm so torn, okay? But I think because we already had the remaster, I'm a little less torn, actually. Because it's so nice getting like pretty much a 1-for-1 remake. You're like, dude, the game is perfect. Just do it again, but like make it look better, right? That's the dream sometimes, right?
Yeah.
But also there were times when I was like, I kind of just wanted them to like remake it, you know? Like,
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
let's have some expanded conversations. Like,
Yeah.
And I
get
know that sounds a little blasphemous, but I can comfortably say it because we already had the remaster. You know, we already had it. We already have the original, but like touched up, perfected, like 60 frames, dude. It's all you needed with that. Like,
Right. Sure.
so there were times when I'm like,
You're just wishing a little
wishing
different.
for like some of these smaller conversations could be maybe like expanded upon, or just areas where I could be like, you know, maybe just have a little more there. Like, but then that also runs into the risk of like
Messing
the
with
George Lucas effect, you know, of like, let's add things, let's make more and more.
Yeah.
Like, that's so dangerous
Yeah, it can
to
be.
do. So, you know, kind of like the visuals, Brad, where I was like, I love 90% of them. Am neutral on like a few percent of them,
yeah,
and then
but
some of them I just like
You
didn't like
didn't like
as
as
much.
much. Yeah.
So I kind of have that exact feeling with like, well, I love that this is like the same damn game.
Yeah. But at the same
also-
time, you wonder.
Yeah, at the same time, it's like shit. Like, I wonder what
Yeah, it's fair.
they could have done differently, or you know,
Yeah.
expanded upon. So there's that. Okay, so Tommy's damn.
Yeah. Love Tommy. Tommy's one of my favorite characters in the series.
I know it. You
I love Tommy.
Straight up, dude. Yes.
Yeah.
I know this.
Yeah.
After part 2, dude. Like, obviously after part 1, but then I remember, like,
Part 2.
Specifically part 2.
Part 2 Tommy.
You would talk to me about Tommy
Yeah,
the
the
most.
best, dude.
Yes.
Fucking loved him, dude.
Yeah, oh my God, dude.
Actively rooting for him in
Yes.
every scenario.
Yes.
Even when you're on the other side of his gun.
Yep. Yep.
It's like, get him, Tommy.
Get him.
Get him.
Oh, Tommy, you got me?
Yeah. Cool. That's chill. Yeah. Cool.
Oh, that
Take me out.
sniper scene, dude. And oh my God. Okay. So you discover Tommy's group.
Yeah.
And he says something about like 40 or 50 families
Or in this like
are in this
encampment thing.
encampment. Yeah. So like a pretty big crew. And it's like, it reminds me of like a construction job.
They're
right?
like rebuilding generators or something.
Yeah, the vibes like, hey Tommy, we're gonna get this going. Like he's like a foreman, right?
Yeah.
And like Maria,
They're all there. Yeah, his wife.
Tommy's wife, Maria will definitely be in part 3. I feel like Maria is like
Oh,
this,
sure.
like, this like through line, right?
Yeah.
Of just like the small character
Well,
that will be in all of
It's
them.
great because this counter is great because Tommy and Joel, last time I saw each other, did not end on good terms.
I believe the last words he said to me were, "I never want to see your fucking face again."
Yeah. But it's like they come together pretty close because you get the sense it's been a very long time since they've seen each other.
Yeah.
But they do like kind of fight
Yeah.
with each other, like verbally. It's great.
Yeah. And you know, we learned here, Brad. Oh, quick little comic book moment. The horse.
Yes.
Talk about, you know, as Ellie
The horse, how she knows how to ride it.
Yep. Love that. Just little, just building out the believability.
Just a
We learned that Joel wants to
ditch.
pawn her off.
Pawn her off to Tommy to take to the Fireflies because he was a Firefly before
Yeah. And that's why he's looking for Tommy to begin with.
to help find the Fireflies.
help further find the Fireflies. Like, where are they?
Yeah.
And he just wants to give her up.
Yeah.
And he tells Tom, one of my favorite scenes, obviously, the bros, Joel telling him the whole story. And
Yeah.
he's just like, you know.
Yeah.
Same with part 2. Like, there's
Yeah.
it's like
yeah. Definitely.
Joel always just like telling Tommy these like huge revelations. Like,
Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah.
but before they can settle on what the hell happens, they get attacked.
Yeah.
Intense fight.
Like some raiders. Yeah.
Yeah, trying to just
Break out of there.
Yep.
Defend it though.
Yep.
But then Ellie finds out what your plan is.
Ellie finds
that you
out
want to get rid of her.
and
essentially.
bounces.
She takes the horse out.
Takes the horse and bounces. You and Tommy go to track her down
Oh my god. Yeah. You and Tommy
together.
on the horses.
You come up to like a small encampment.
Yeah. You get pinned down.
You get pinned down.
Love that encounter because it's cool.
Love that
I like
encounter,
this because
dude.
you are lower than all of them. They're all
Yes.
kind of like up a hill, and there's like
Yeah.
multiple sides they can come down. It's just like this really oppressive feeling of being pinned down.
You're so pinned down. There's that little cabin up there
Yeah.
I love. But then, Brad, my favorite encounter. the little house where Ellie is.
Oh my God.
This is one of my favorite encounters because it plays like a straight up home invasion.
Yeah.
Like the freaking the strangers are coming into your house to murder you.
Yeah.
Just this small scale, grit, intimate,
Yeah, it's very
hard knuckle
very
fight.
intense.
One of the only times, especially on Grounded, where you get a machete.
Yeah.
One of the only times in this game. I took some photos with the machete. I always do. In fact, I have a photo from like 2015 where somehow I got it to where Joel and Tommy are back to back, and Joel has the machete, and it's like I
Sick.
made it like black and white. This one I went more sadistic. I
Chopping a
killed
dude.
someone, but then like I accidentally like attacked air, and then I was like, oh whoops, I went to photo mode. But like Joel's face was
Anger.
still in anger, so he was like, he's standing there with the machete over a corpse. Like,
That's awesome.
so many photo mode.
I didn't take too many photos,
upgrades,
but I gotta
part
tell you one photo I took.
Yes.
It was during a glitch.
Oh shit.
I was underground, separated from everyone at a party. It could have been, I don't remember what part it was, but it's
Yeah.
just Joel,
Yeah.
okay, down there. Oh, it was at the campus.
Yeah.
The school.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm separated. There's spores everywhere. There's fucking guys everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm down there by myself, just walking long hallway.
Yeah.
Ellie is just standing there. Just standing there, far away, next to a bunch of infected. Just standing there. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It's just like not supposed to be there. I reload there and she's gone. I was just like, holy fuck, dude. It's like freaked
like
me
a
out.
ghost,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
That is terrifying.
Yeah, it was haunted.
That is
The game's haunted.
that is haunted.
Yeah.
That is a cursed image.
Yeah, it's
bro.
cursed.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it's
I don't like it
cursed.
one bit. I love this ranch encounter though, because also this is the famous encounter. The Last of Us show just teased that voice line word for word, where she's like, you know,
Oh, her and
I've
Joel
lost
talk-
everyone
Yeah.
I've ever loved and known, but and he's like, what do you know about loss?
Yeah.
She's like, you know, I'll be, you know, don't tell me, I'll be
Yeah.
fine.
That's
Because if you leave me, I'll just be more scared.
That's a big breakthrough from them.
Yeah.
That's when like their relationship really like
Yeah.
grows really strong.
Because it's like combative in that moment, but then the enemies come in. I love the shot, dude. Again, this whole freaking encounter is my favorite thing ever. I gotta turn this off, dude.
Turn it off.
Turn it off.
Turn it off.
This is one of my favorite encounters too. Just the whole premise, right? Tommy rolls up. Yo, let's get it together. They're here.
Yeah.
Joel looks out the window and you just quickly see two guys rolling in. He's like, we got two coming in the side. Tommy's like, we already got more inside. There's just like enemies
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know what it is, man.
It's a good encounter. It's really cool.
I always love the small,
'Cause you know what I
small
re-
intimate encounters.
What
get me
I
every
remember
time.
from this encounter is I cleared a few dudes out.
Yeah.
I'm going down the stairs really
Yeah.
slowly, and I see a guy just kind of dart real quick. I'm like, oh fuck! Like this guy's like hiding.
Yeah.
And me just kind of like sneaking through here, trying to find out where this guy is. But no, I could die in like a hit or two.
Yeah.
Then you know it just gets really intense, and I like fucking shoot with a shotgun or something. It was just so sick.
I love it so much. I love that one. So then you're riding back. You know,
Yeah.
Ellie's depressed.
Yeah.
You think, you know, you're getting ready to hand her off, and then Joel's like, all right, Ellie, come on.
Yeah, because
Let's go.
Tommy is like gonna take her.
Yep.
I love that conversation with Tommy and his
Yes.
wife.
Yeah.
Where he's like, I have to do this.
Yeah.
And she's like fucking threatening you.
Yeah. Do you think Joel did it for Tommy or Maria there, or do you think he did it for Ellie?
I think it was both. I think it was a
Both.
combination,
combination.
of it.
Me
everything.
too, me too.
Just the whole situation and all that. And like
Yes.
that moment they had. Yeah. I do think so.
Absolutely. So then you get to the university,
Yeah, because you think you're looking for the Fireflies there.
Colorado.
Yeah.
That's where the lead is from Tommy.
Yeah,
Tommy's like,
where
I
they
heard
work.
something there's out in Colorado.
Yeah, so you're at this university. Yeah.
Heading west.
Cool.
Another phenomenal
Yeah.
exploration.
Yeah, you're on the
moment.
horse.
You can get off,
Yeah. Look around.
look
yeah.
around. Talk about the upgrades really quick.
Yeah.
The workbench is
Love the
back from
workbench.
2. Like, Are these the best animations of
They're
all
really
time?
cool.
Are these
It's
like the best animations
It's
of all
very
time?
satisfying watching them replace stuff and like upgrade your weapon. And the sound's really good. Yeah, it's really sick.
Unbelievable. The weapons look a lot different when you mod them this time
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
The shotgun specifically
Yeah,
looks
yeah,
like
change them a
dramatically
little,
different.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that stuff's the same. You know, you're finding scrap, you're finding the upgrade
The whole time.
kits,
Yeah.
and the training manual. I love
And the pills.
And the pill. There's so many ways to upgrade in this game. It's so satisfying. Like any of that stuff you find, and then just on the basic supplies.
On
So it's like there's so many
Grounded, some of the upgrades to me felt like pointless. Like I'm not even
Just
gonna bother
two.
with this.
The crafting speed and the healing speed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I was like, well, I'm getting the weapon sway first, no matter what.
Interesting.
You can't have that sway, dude. If you miss a bullet, it costs you a lot.
I trust my aim, which I shouldn't.
I trust my aim. I don't trust Joel's aim.
You don't. Your aim is infinitely better than mine.
But it's just like I don't want to be like
Yeah.
shit gets heated.
I know. My argument, Brad. My internal argument was, I can still I can still potentially hit him,
Okay.
and I can still stealth if I get Shiv Master.
I didn't even get this.
If I get Shiv Master, I can make clickers trivial. The funny thing
Sure.
is, though, on your first playthrough of Grounded, like you said, this was one of the only offline conversations we had. Mm-hmm. You told me you never got to Shiv anyone.
I should maybe one guy.
Because resources are so low, and
I
you
was
save
saving
them
for the Shiv doors.
Yes.
Because like I need those doors.
yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, it's more of a New Game Plus thing. Probably should have just got Sway first.
I mean, you played how you want to play.
Yeah.
But I was like, I trust. It's more important for me to take this enemy out than getting hit or something like that. I was like, I will find a way to take them out, but I just don't want to miss.
Yeah. Don't miss. So you're going through the dorms.
Yeah.
I love it.
You start going through like the lab area.
I just love in Last of Us. It's so great to think about wherever zone you are, the history before the outbreak and the history during the outbreak. So I just always imagine, like, what was this school like before? And then, like, when shit started going down, I just imagine.
Yeah, there was like some notes too from students.
about, like, yo, we're like, what's going on?
What's going on? Why is no one coming?
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, they're no longer coming.
Yeah.
So just some haunting stuff that like allows you to get in your head and contemplate it all.
Yeah.
Love that. Then you find the labs, Firefly Labs.
They're gone.
They're gone.
But you find the audio recording
You find the audio
of
recording.
the guy that got bit by a monkey infected.
Yeah.
And he's like dying. And he's like, the fireflies aren't in here if you found this or some shit like that.
They are in
Utah.
Utah.
Yeah.
The
Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake Crew.
Yeah.
Salt Lake Crew's tight. Always love that line in too. When you find that note, obviously you get attacked.
Yeah.
You almost skipped over one of my favorite moments in video game history, Brad.
What?
When Joel takes one in the belly.
Oh.
The spike.
I didn't skip that. What are you talking about?
Well,
We were going in order.
you're right.
You were getting ahead of yourself.
I was getting ahead of
Yeah.
I was getting
That's after. Like,
you're right. You're
yeah.
right. You're
That's
right.
after what we were talking
You're right.
about.
You're right.
Yeah, you're escaping the school and shit. Then he falls through the thing with the guy.
Falls through the
And
thing.
gets impaled in his stomach.
Did you remember it was coming?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Okay.
Yeah, I remembered like
Anything up until this point that you had completely forgotten?
No, I remembered like the heavy beats, but it's the in between moments.
The smaller stuff.
Like what encounter is coming? Like I didn't know that kind of stuff.
Got it. So
Yeah.
this moment, dude.
Yeah.
My favorite is when Ellie is like holding Joel,
Up. Yeah, and you're trying
and
to.
he's like, I'm good. She's like, well, can you walk? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then
he's like-
fucking walk.
Yeah, and he's moving, but he's like really
Yeah.
injured, and you're like shooting
That
guys
guy
like that.
comes in with the shotgun,
Yeah.
and you're like behind the little barrier, and she is like off to the side and
Shoot
and
him.
then you just slowly turn
Yeah, he's
around.
like, fuck, boom. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This moment is magical. Like, I just think of Uncharted, right? I think of Naughty Dog. I think of their set pieces, their scripted big set pieces, and like this to me is like the most intimate set piece
Yeah, sure.
ever made.
Sure, yeah, I could see that.
Oh, I love it so much.
Yeah, it was cool.
And then at least taking people out. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, then Joel passes out.
Cut to Left Behind. We'll get there. And then another little time jump.
Winter.
Winter is coming. Winter is here. We're playing as Ellie.
Ellie, yeah. Hunting in the woods.
And the hunting section. David arc. There's all these beats. There's all these
This
character
other
beats.
group out there.
David, Brad, what do you remember about the man?
Oh, I remember he was a psycho.
What did anything surprise you, or did you? What was just walk me through?
I don't remember him like talking and being friendly to Ellie as he was for a while. Like I didn't remember that part. I remember him being like communicating with her and just being sketch later on, but I didn't remember all that stuff. Like I forgot about you being trapped with him in an area and you going through all this shit with him. Like I didn't remember any of that.
So you guys, you kill a deer, you're waiting for supplies.
Yeah.
He sends his friend to go get some medicine.
You're gonna make a trade with him. Mm-hmm. But then infected come and you guys run in like a sawmill or something or
Yes.
some factory.
The mining camp.
The mining camp. That's it.
And it is one of the hardest encounters in the game.
Sure.
When that bloater comes in the second stage.
Oh right, yeah.
That second part, they are just flooding.
Yeah, at the end of it, they're flooding in. Yeah, it's cool. It's really cool though.
And, you take
He's
David's
fighting
rifle.
and you're fighting with him. Like you got the bow and shit.
You'll never take me.
Yeah,
So good. Loved it.
it's good. Yeah,
Creep.
yeah, he's a creep.
Top 10 creepos.
He's a creepo.
I remember when I finished the original Brad, I had no idea it was Nolan North.
Yeah, because you like
No idea.
in retrospect, I can like tell it's him.
Now you know.
You can tell it's him now, but at the time, yeah,
No clue.
yeah,
Shout out.
really, really creep, but great character.
Yeah. Love this part because, again, we've talked about all these different combat encounters, these scenarios, which I'm always big on, right? We talk about it with Resident Evil. We always talk about like 5 versus 6.
Yeah,
The scenarios you're in matter so much. Unit compositions, cover, all that stuff. Like, what is happening, right? I love this because you have the snowstorm. You're creeping through foggy snow, so you can be louder.
Yeah.
Enemies can't see you as far. Stealth is a little more powerful because of this. Ellie has her switchblade, which takes people out.
yeah,
Switchblade in 2, though.
yeah.
Nothing better than the throat.
Yeah, I do love when like Ellie's back at the thing helping Joel, like giving him medicine or whatever, and they're
Yeah.
coming after because they knew who they were. They were looking for them,
Yes.
and like they're coming to kill you now, essentially.
I feel like David gave you the medicine to track you.
Yeah, he knew who
that
you were,
so if you had other people, he wanted to know how many people you had with
and
you.
like where Joel was.
Yeah. So wanted to track
And it
you
worked,
down.
yeah. And you got to run out as Ellie, and your fucking horse dies, man. But like,
Shoot the damn horse!
I love that. That encounter was so sick. After your horse gets, you like go into this like little side lakes, like frozen lake,
You run down into it, dude.
and there's like a hill there, and there's a couple buildings on the side, and like a big open water thing, and like guys are flooding in. And
Love that.
it was like that was like a really dynamic area for me, and me moving around quickly, trying to take guys, and like, oh shit, like. If they see a dead body, I gotta go over here and like count like that. And I gotta get by these guys.
That annoying guy at the exit
Yeah.
that just sees all, but
Yeah.
those bathrooms are clutch.
Yeah, they are.
Clutch hiding
They
spots.
They are.
Like hop down in there. So sick.
But anyway, Ellie gets captured essentially.
Yeah, because you go into the cabin, which is really cool. I love that too. You're in the little cabin area and the lodge, and enemies can see through.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love
yeah,
that.
they're shooting at you.
But you
yeah.
can like avoid
You
it.
run through.
Yeah.
And right as you open the door, David grabs you.
David grabs you, and he's a full creep. They're cannibals.
Yeah, you find out they're cannibals.
You find out they're cannibals.
Yeah.
Which post-apocalypse.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Post-apocalyptic setting.
It seems realistic for that setting, that guy to happen.
Very.
Yeah.
And then, David makes some advances on Ellie. Like,
Yeah.
hey, maybe you could be my little
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah.
You know, implying
He's trying to get her to join the group and some like sexual things.
Yeah, sexual undertones for sure there. And then Ellie plays into it. I love it. He's like, grab. Oh, I love when she grabs him.
Yeah.
And then she says some epic line. I forget right now. She says something.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck you, something.
Yeah.
But the bond is too strong, Brad, because Joel wakes up right away.
Yeah.
He knows. He feels it.
Oh my God.
He
He's
feels
like,
it.
Where's Ellie? Then you fight some guys, right? As Joel.
Yes.
But then you capture
Yes.
2 of them.
Yes.
And the interrogation scene with Joel interrogating them is so fucking awesome.
You better point to this map, and it better match up.
Yeah.
And then going back to this scene from part 2, Brad, it plays so hard.
Yeah.
Because in part 2, Ellie does the same thing and talks about Joel doing this stuff. So intense.
Yeah, because the
other guy is like, what
he gives
about
you
me?
info. Yeah.
What about me?
And he fucking hits him with the pipe or
Don't
something.
worry. I believe him.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
We're pipe. Yeah, takes him out. And then
Where you're going in the snow as Joel.
Joel in the snow, tracking down Ellie.
Pissed. Yeah.
So pissed. Injured.
Yeah.
Cut back to Ellie. We get our second boss fight, Brad.
Yeah,
Number
with
2
David.
boss fight.
Yeah.
Stealth boss
I
fight.
enjoyed this more this time around than I remembered.
Okay.
I thought it was cool, but I could.
Tell us about it.
You were like in a diner and it's burning, and David's got a fucking machete
Psycho.
looking for you, like stalking around. You got to sneak around and stab him. Yeah. But he's like sneaking around too and shit.
The broken plates on the ground.
He could hear
alert
them.
him.
Yeah, it's cool. I can see why people don't like it though. I understand that. It's very intense.
I've learned that anytime you force players
Stealth.
to do stealth
They don't
specifically,
like it. Yeah.
it can rub people wrong for sure.
Definitely.
So let alone a boss fight where if he sees you once, but classic Naughty Dog, nice little checkpoints.
Checkpoints every time you stab him.
Checkpoint every time you stab him.
Yeah, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, they know. They know.
they know.
And I love that too. The place starts like burning up.
Yeah, it's cool.
We are getting there, baby. Another dramatic moment in this game. Ellie in this, you know,
The machete.
grabs the machete
They get in a scuffle. Yeah, she grabs his machete,
and just
fucking wails him in the face, going crazy on him.
boom. This is another part where it was like a little too crisp, I think.
Okay.
Where it didn't feel as gritty. This is another prime example. I would love everyone's opinion on this scene specifically, comparing it to part 1, or the remaster, I mean. The actual murder, you know? I feel like the machete was like too visible. It's like he could have seen, it's just everything was like too crisp. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Because they didn't like there was enhanced gore, but like obviously not over the top. They didn't want to make this game a bloodbath.
Yeah.
So like the visuals are upgraded times 1 billion, but the gore is upgraded maybe like a little bit.
Yeah, I get that.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, a corpse in the original is just like kind of this little pool of blood, and then this has like The Last of Us Part 2. Dirty trails of blood. Like obviously more, you know, I shot someone's arm off, like
Oh shit.
a little more, like definitely more gore. That I think that's like a fact.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
But,
The violence is intense.
Yeah. But that part was like, I don't know.
Sure. Yeah.
Didn't
But anyways,
hit
like
quite as hard.
you kill the dudes, the place burns down.
Yeah.
Time
and
jump.
yes, Brad. And then we get to Utah.
Yeah.
We're getting
Spring.
close. We're getting close to the hospital.
Yeah.
And this scene, another just classic Naughty Dog, Last of Us storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
Ellie's not okay here.
Right.
Ellie's not okay.
Yeah.
After everything that
Went down.
went down, she's distracted, she's distant.
Yeah. And
When
Joel's
you go
trying
to-
Yeah.
Such a great moment.
Ellie?
You go to boot her up, and he's
Because the whole game you do it, she's there immediately.
Immediate.
But in this one
genius.
instance, yeah.
Things like that, just those little details
Yeah.
are the details that make me obsessed with a game or
Mm-hmm.
a movie even or a show. The little moments are the ones that matter the most. Yeah, you get in a little scuffle here. The bus depot little tunnel fight, going through the tunnel.
Yeah.
Insane, dude. There's multiple bloaters.
Wait, hold on. Before
Yeah.
this, though, there's this part where you're like at a quarantine checkpoint thing. Okay,
Yeah,
it's a big open.
And the giraffes too, in the giraffes.
In the giraffes. But there's this. I think this is where Joel, because Ellie gives Joel the picture Tommy had of Joel and Sarah together, and when Tommy tried to give it to Joel, he's like, "I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good. I don't need this."
So shut off.
Yeah. But then she gives it to him, and he takes it, and he like opens up more about, Sarah. It's just like a really powerful moment that's been kind of building throughout the game.
Absolutely.
Like just even closer together, those two. Just even closer.
10 out of 10, dude. Good save right there. Clutch moment. Integral to the bond. Integral to Joel's growth.
Yeah, as a character.
You know,
It is.
characters grow.
Yeah.
Like, Joel's done some bad shit.
Yeah, he's not a good person.
Yeah. But you always have to remember the context of the world they're in.
Yeah.
And just,
Yeah.
and just the circumstances and like, just that moment of like, yo, I'm going to drop my guard here. Like, I'm going to like,
Yeah. He's
tap
had
back
his
into
guard up for
life.
20 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So you get in the tunnle. Love this section. Just
Clickers, bloaters.
clickers, bloaters, stalker, runners, just all of it. Just,
Sneak through.
again, another, anytime the darkness is in this part 1 remake, it's just a showpiece. Some of the best shadows and darkness I've seen in games, just creeps in the dark. It's scary.
Yeah, it is.
That was one of the encounters that I've always struggled with
Oh, really?
for whatever reason, and this time I just cruised through.
Yeah, I
don't
cruised
know.
through it actually.
Yeah, I cruised through this time. I don't know what happened there. And then you get to a very iconic location in The Last of Us lore, the hospital.
Right. How do you get there? You get like knocked out, or you both are drowning?
So, yeah, you're in the bus.
Oh,
I
in
love
the water.
trying to
Yeah.
grab the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you like try
Ellie,
to save Ellie.
Jumps on the bus and is like trying to
The whole
open
water
it.
thing. Then you wake up in the hospital, the Firefly place, with Marlene.
Yeah, with Marlene.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, and the giraffes, of course. The giraffes are
Yeah, the giraffes walk by.
The giraffes looked amazing.
Yeah, they did. She's like, whoa! I never was like just seeing one.
The giraffes look amazing.
Yeah, they do.
So good.
Yeah, they do look good.
Why do I always think of Jeff Keighley when I see those
Because he
giraffes?
hyped that part up
Okay.
specifically.
He owns that moment now.
Yeah, that's his.
That's literally his moment.
Thanks, Jeff. Yeah, he took it.
Literally every single time now I think of Jeff Keighley at that moment.
He hyped it up.
He hyped it up and he
That
got
moment. Yeah.
it. It's his, Jeff. It's yours. The Firefly Lab.
Hospital. Yeah.
It all goes down. Yeah, it all goes
This
down.
is it,
here.
dude.
It all goes,
It goes down
down.
where Marlene explains to you about Ellie, like the surgery, like they could find a cure, but it's gonna kill her because it's like attached to her brain. And Joel just being like, no, you can't do this kind of thing. And her going off though, but the guy holding the gun to you, and Joel making the fucking move. The guy's like, give me a reason. Give me a reason.
Yeah.
And Joel just like fucking kills him, dude.
I love when he does like the point, but go
Yeah.
right in the eyes. It's like so intense.
So then you got like gets dark, like all the lights going and the guy's coming.
Really quick though, this Marlene moment is a big one.
Well, because, yeah, she talks about her context with Ellie more to you.
Yeah.
It's like, I promised her mother, like, or
Right?
something like, this is for humanity. We can do something here, like making a big deal about, like, saving humanity kind of thing.
Do you think it's believable that Marlene kind of is just like, yo, get him out of here, let him go? Like, does she just not know how capable Joel is at this point?
I think she, like, feels bad for Joel. She understands Joel's feelings,
Yeah.
but I feel like she thinks she's under control, like, got a gun to this guy. We're in our fucking HQ.
Yeah.
She doesn't know how capable this
Yeah,
man
we're
is.
good. We have 50 people in here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like,
Great-
they were going to put
great
him in, like,
point.
a cell, I think, or something.
Great
Like,
point.
take him away somewhere.
Isn't it insane that you get a brand new gun at this section too? Right at the very end of the
Oh,
game,
is
the
it the
assault
assault-
rifle.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
barely any bullets, but it's like, hey, here's a new gun.
Yeah.
New game plus that.
Yeah. Totally, yeah. This is, I love this part of the game, by the way. Like, going through the areas with all the guys looking for you with, like,
Incredible.
lights on their guns and shit, and the layout of all the rooms and stuff.
Hardcore.
Use the flamethrower here. It's pretty fun.
Yes,
I've been saving it for a long time, and I was like, all right, let's do it.
This is it.
Yeah, let's do it.
You're just like, ah!
Yeah, it's really cool. Really sick.
Don't you love Like, obviously you're replaying it so you know, but like, don't you love when you're like, well, I guess I can burn it all.
Yeah, I like looked at my ammo and
smoke
stuff,
bomb,
and I'm like, this is it. I'm like, all right, let's fucking unload a little bit. Let's like let loose a little bit.
I will say that as well, okay? Because this comment that I've gotten numerous times pierced my soul, okay? Someone out there was like, yo, I really want Huber to play like Last of Us and stuff, like maybe bump the difficulty down so he can just like Superman his way through, blasting everyone. Because you have to go slow and creep and crawl, and I've done that obviously 100 times on stream. I will say this time around, Brad, part one, I feel like I was shooting more.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's because you know you like know the resources better. You know like what you're capable of, I guess.
Yeah, there's something about it. I don't know.
I tried to be conservative and save my resources, of course, but like shit went down. It's like I gotta do stuff. I gotta like use these.
Absolutely.
Because what's the point of hoarding if you're not gonna use them?
Exactly. Nothing worse than finishing a Resident Evil game with like, unspent Magnum rounds.
Like 12 Magnum bullets. Yeah, you gotta dump those.
So you get to the famous hallway, Brad.
Oh, right.
The famous
that they
hallway.
hype up in part 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was fun to explore that hallway.
Yeah. You bust in, dude.
Bust in. You see Jerry.
Is it actually his model?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Was it his voice too?
It was always the same actor.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Riggs from Friday Night Lights, the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's
Riggins
crazy.
Riggs.
So that's cool. Did they change his face, or was it always the same face?
It was a different face in the original.
Okay.
Mostly different. Yeah, it's different. It's different.
Okay, that's cool though.
Yeah,
because I was wondering that.
Yes. So it's him.
I shot him in the head.
Dude, me too. I let the
other two live.
I let them live. Dude.
She's like, you're an animal.
This was the most graphic kill in the entire game for me times 100.
Well,
partly because of the context.
Yeah, because it's the catalyst.
Yes.
For like all of part 2.
All of it. But also because I used the revolver and I shot him in the mask.
Oh.
And it was
tore up his face.
So brutal, dude.
Face, yeah.
It was you know I love gore and corpses. I was like
disturbed.
I was legit like, and that reason is why I let them. Usually I'm just like boom, boom, boom. We're Joel MRP, and we're getting the fuck out of here. Like,
yeah.
It's like, dude, my God, horrible.
Yeah.
See you in part 2, Joel. Ugh. So then Marlene confronts you.
Yes, dude. You're carrying Ellie.
Oh my God. Marlene, dude, in the parking lot. Like, I love the way this is done.
Mm-hmm.
You see it, look, the flashback, right? Because you see Joel and Ellie driving away.
Yeah.
And this is when Joel springs the lie on her. Another huge.
Yeah.
Just chills. Chills up and down my arm. Just knowing where all this is headed. Like, you know, just one sentence about it, not to dig into 2. 2 to me is a flawed masterpiece. I think it's just like a little too long. It's like with Arkham Knight, a little too much Batmobile. But like the highs are some of the highest emotional peaks like I've ever experienced. And just thinking about like playing part 1 now, the way you think about it as a whole.
Yeah, as a whole thing now.
So you spring the lie on Ellie.
No, wait. I gotta go back to Marlene.
Because it's like the flashback.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because you're like, you tell her.
Oh, yeah, they like jump back and forth.
They're jumping back and forth because you tell Ellie like, there's a bunch of.
Yeah, it flashes forward. Turns out they didn't need you.
Didn't need you.
There's a bunch of others out there, yeah.
Yeah. And then, you're like, oh, like what? Lies. Yeah. And then it like cuts back.
Boom. Yeah, just like hidden.
Some like Indiana Jones style
shoots her in the gut.
Yeah.
Puts her in the car, walks up to her, She goes, wait, let me live, or something like that.
Pleading for her life, dude. Marlene.
Yeah. He just goes, you just come after her. Boom, shoots her right in the head. Holy shit.
Joel didn't get all of them.
Joel didn't get all of them.
So then the last little walk up, because you're going back to
Tommy's.
Jackson.
Yeah.
You're going back to Jackson.
Yeah.
Going back to Tommy.
Yeah, Ellie's quiet.
Real quiet.
Yeah.
You know, because she feels like it was wasted. That whole, what was the point of it all? Mm-hmm. What did we just do?
Yeah, because it seemed probably really rushed for her. Like she woke up in a car
yeah.
and like her like gown or whatever, like driving away. Joel's like,
People died, like Tess straight up died for her.
yeah.
You know? Mm-hmm. That's on her conscience. Mm-hmm. Henry and Sam,
Yeah.
she can blame herself for that. Like
Yeah.
survivor's guilt to the maximum. Mm-hmm. Hurts me. And then you just get that.
That conversation. Promise me.
Promise me. Oh my
Promise
God,
me.
dude.
Yeah. Or like,
Promise-
swear to me. Yeah, swear to me.
Promise me.
And like, so there was nothing, like, me leaving doesn't have an impact in anything kind of thing.
Like, you're telling me the truth?
Yeah. And he goes, I swear.
I swear.
She goes, boom. Okay.
Okay. Her okay is so good.
Yeah.
Okay. Last of Us.
That's The Last of Us. Yep, that's it. The end. Until part 2.
Sick, dude. So sick.
Yeah.
I liked seeing Jackson there
Yeah,
as
in the
well.
distance. Yeah.
That was cool.
It was cool.
Looks like you can like really see it. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah, fleshed out.
Yeah. Before we quickly, it won't be as long, but we got Left Behind as well.
Right,
We're
yeah.
not done here.
No.
We had Don stack a double.
A double car.
We got a, what are we at?
We're at an hour 57 on
That's
that.
it.
On that? What do you mean? It's just 2 of us.
Damn. Gotta bump that number.
He's trying to get 4 hours in.
So before we get into Left Behind, okay. Final thoughts about the whole journey. I want to do final thoughts about the journey there, and then we'll go into a little bit of the extras and unlockables.
Oh, okay.
Right after that, then we'll do Left Behind, and then we'll be done. So any final thoughts?
It was really great going through this game again.
Yeah.
Because I remembered some things, but I forgot a lot of things, like the moments in between. I was really enthralled going through this again. I was just reminded, for better and for worse, I love the relationship with Joel and Ellie.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That
dude,
duo is
I'm just
magic.
Like, and I'm like, yeah, these two are the best. Joel's the fucking greatest of all time. And it just like made me lament the future of like what happens and what comes. And I'm like, it's fucking bittersweet.
It is bitter.
It's bittersweet.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Joel and Ellie together is lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, it is.
It is pure magic.
Yeah.
Like, honestly.
Yeah. But I really enjoyed my time with the game.
Yeah.
I'm glad I went through it again.
Hell yeah. Hey, did it move the needle on? I know everyone's obsessed with like rankings. You know, that's what the pop culture zeitgeist
Like
is all
ranking it against what?
about. Just your own personal taste. Did it stay the same? Did it move up? Did it move
I would
down?
say it kind of stayed the same.
Stayed the same.
Yeah. Or I'm just like, this game is excellent.
Yeah.
And I'd recommend it to like anyone.
Hell yeah.
And unless they're squeamish about violence, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's a great story, excellent story, and I like the gameplay.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's in my top 3, top 5 all time.
Yeah.
Easy. No question. Ever. Last of Us. One of my favorite things of
Yeah.
all time. Movie, video
Like,
game, show,
I
whatever.
personally would have spent $70 on this game and felt good about it.
Yes,
but
Brad,
I understand the hesitation because I
understand it.
This is a really special game to me, and it had been a long time since I played it,
Yeah.
so it was really fun for me. But
Yeah.
I get it.
Like,
I get it.
Brad, can you say, like, you haven't played the remaster, obviously, in so long.
Yeah, it's been a
but,
long
like,
time.
I don't know if I can say this is the must-play version. You know what I mean?
So
Because
someone,
that's the $70 price.
I would say,
Is like, no, this is the
Yeah,
best
yeah.
version no matter what.
I
It's
would
worth-
say whatever version you're gonna buy, you'll probably have a damn good time.
Yeah.
But I mean, if someone's like, I will buy either this version or that version, I don't care about the price, I would probably recommend the newer one.
Okay.
But I haven't played the remaster in so long.
Yeah.
But it's like, if I'm going to replay The Last of Us, from now on, I'm going to play this version.
Okay.
This is the one I will play.
See, maybe I'm too close, right?
Maybe, I don't.
Is it like...
I don't know. People probably feel the same way as you.
Yeah, like I'm so... Because we're filming this like early.
Yeah.
Like there are no thoughts out there really from anyone.
We don't know
I have
yet.
no idea what people think at all
Yeah, we don't know.
about it. And
But
it's
that's
like,
just how I felt.
yeah, and it's like, if I replay it, I don't know
Yeah.
which version
Sure.
I'm gonna play.
Yeah, I get it.
And obviously there's no multiplayer here,
I think...
which is a huge blow.
For me, yeah, that's a huge blow. But I think of like, if you're mainly concerned about going through the story and the DLC, I think the enemy AI adjustment is a huge boon.
Big time.
Huge boon.
You were correct. Good call. Good call.
I think it's just better from what I remember.
Yeah.
But it's up to you.
Yeah.
You have options for now.
For sure. Unlockables.
Yeah.
This exceeded and did not meet my expectations. I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
So part 2 did not have like skins.
Yeah.
Right. And that bummed me the hell out.
Yeah.
I love the skins.
Yeah.
Ellie's
Our best
skins
are good.
in this game are like every Sony game ever made that matters.
No Bloodborne.
No Bloodborne. And I shouldn't say every game. There's like 15 or 20 of these.
Right.
Okay. My favorite
Just shirts,
one
yeah.
by far. Oh my goodness. I love the color combination of red and black. Black shirt. No, wait. It's like red and black with like a short sleeve over a long sleeve. Resistance.
Yeah.
The Resistance Chimera skull. It's so sick. You can get a Daxter backpack, Jack goggles.
That was in the remaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still cool.
Yeah.
Guess what shirt I wore? I dare you.
Ghost of Tsushima.
No. One more guess.
God of War.
Eco.
Eek, I should have known. I should have guessed that shit. Yeah, there's so many cool ones.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's like a
sorry.
Returnal shirt. which is
Yeah, the
sick.
Returnal one. I was like, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like the Ragnarok God of War symbol. It's like the blue.
I immediately put on Joel's part 2 outfit.
The part 2, the winter outfit
I
when
immediately
he
put that
meets Abby. I was like, no, they put it in.
Yeah.
And you can even
They
get
put her clothes
and
in.
her the Seattle,
yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
I could have
The gun skins or whatever.
just
honestly.
gonna say could have gone for some more gun
Yeah,
skins.
kinda.
Like pretty limiting.
Yeah.
Super limiting, not impressed here, like really at all.
Yeah. I really was hoping they would add like an extra weapon, a newer one.
Sure.
Just for this like unlock, like
Yeah.
a goofy weapon or something.
Sure. Yeah. As an unlock, yes. There's a
But there's like cheats you can unlock.
lot of cheats.
But you can't use them on grounded mode.
Can't use them on grounded. A lot of cheats, like part 2 cheats, all that stuff in there, like
Infinite ammo, infinite durability.
durability. Like,
Yeah. If you just want to cut loose. Like I
So
did a
many-
little bit and it was fun.
I love that there's concept art for both.
Yeah.
You can unlock all the original concept art and all the new concept art. To earn these points, you get
Collectibles.
trophies, collectibles,
Beating on higher difficulties, I
and
believe.
beating it on higher difficulties. There is no difficulty trophy, but you do get more of those points.
Yeah.
Filters, just like in part 2, a lot of filters.
Some audio filter things.
Speed run mode.
Yeah, you can get timer if you're into that, yeah.
There's permadeath, which you didn't have to unlock. I think it's unlocked right away, I
Right.
believe.
Yeah, I think so.
Permadeath is back.
That's cool. Yeah, that was a request for people. I believe.
Yes, I will be attempting a full permadeath run. Full. But
Wow.
on like just normal.
Okay. Yeah.
Just normal.
Because like
Because that's still insane.
that's still insane. Yeah, it's still risky.
I don't even know how anyone beats a grounded permadeath run full without dying. That isn't that. I don't know how it's possible. You jump
People do
off
it.
you
People
jump
do
off a
it.
building accidentally, or some
do it.
sniper just out of
People
one
are nuts.
one
Yeah, one mistake.
wrong
That's all
move.
it takes.
One wrong move, Brad.
Yeah.
The disappointment for me really bums me out. Like
Oh.
truly bums me out. I was ready to settle in. There's only the original documentary.
Oh,
The grounded documentary
no,
on the making of
nothing
the Give me the making of this Last of Us.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, yeah. Would have been cool.
Simple ask.
Maybe they'll release that later, but it would have been cool.
Maybe they will release it later. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that bummed me out that was not there. I really wanted to watch. I was so
Dude,
ready.
I really thought there would be something in this game new.
Same.
Like a cutscene or just a tease for part 2 or something.
Me too. I
Just
really
something.
did. Me too.
I thought there would be.
Back of my mind, Brad, I'm glad I'm not alone. I thought the same thing. I was like,
Maybe there's something really hidden I didn't see, but
Yeah, maybe some super hidden document.
maybe, yeah.
I love when like Resident Evil the demo, like or the Resident Evil
yeah.
patched in the Jill's
Yeah.
note, like
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, okay, so those are unlockables,
Let's talk about Left Behind.
and let's talk about Left Behind to close it out.
The
How many times
Time
have you
jump.
played through Left Behind? Probably once,
yeah,
twice.
Twice.
Original remaster.
Yeah.
Yep. Left Behind. Mm-hmm. Coming in again. I forcibly made Brad read the comic book.
It's true, he did.
Adds just a little bit of context. My favorite thing that you'd learn in that comic book are the Switchblade
Origin.
is from Marlene, and it was your mother's,
Yeah.
Ellie's mom's, and Winston.
Yeah.
The tent.
Yeah, in the mall.
The tent is there, and then you can go in and explore the tent
Later on in
the game.
yeah, Left
That
Behind.
was always such a cool little thing. I did notice one flaw, one mistake
Oh.
in the comic. Above the tent, the roof is blown out. In the game, it's not.
Oh, damn.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Gotcha, Naughty Dog.
Come on,
Unless
Neil.
the tent moved spots, but it looks the same,
Yeah.
and it's the same mall.
Neil Druckmann, let us know, please. Let us know.
I don't think that tent was moved. Just say, and I doubt, maybe they repaired it, but why would they repair that roof? I can't imagine that roof.
Maybe he did. I don't know.
There would be
Who
no
cares? Who
point.
cares? Move on.
Moving on.
Moving on. It doesn't matter.
Just a small
Yeah, just a little-
Left Behind. So it starts out. It's not
It time jumps back
time
and forth.
jumps. Yeah, it's not entirely before Last of Us. Half of it is. Half of it is set
During.
that winter segment
Where you're Ellie, yeah.
When you're Ellie, Joel's injured from the rebar.
Yeah, you're in like a mall or something looking for medical supplies for Joel.
Yes,
Yeah.
love this. There was one. Too late now, but there was one other smaller story, just in the base game, about some tourists and survivors and some like revenge mission. Just this like crew that went down. There was only one survivor, and she like vowed revenge. Just something I noticed. It's really cool.
Yeah.
But because this one has the Chopper crew.
The Chopper crew,
The
yeah.
Chopper crew storyline and how the guy broke protocol and like cut his arm off
Yeah.
to save him.
was awesome.
Yeah. Love that storytelling. But we learn about Riley.
Yeah.
You know, Ellie's like first best
She's
friend,
like hinted at
soulmate.
in the game, the base
Yeah.
game. But then you like learn actually about her.
You learn
She's
about
there.
What do you think of Riley, Brad?
She's I like her.
older.
She's a little older than Ellie. She's like the catalyst that like she's like a troublemaker almost. Like, oh, come on, let's go sneak out. Let's go do this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Let me show you this kind. Like they go out and they just like they're teenagers, you know,
Yeah. That's what
just
they
being
would
like
do.
teenagers sneaking out at night.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Absolutely. And she wants to be a Firefly.
She does, yeah.
She's all about it.
She is a Firefly actually in
Yeah, she
this.
comes
She
back
becomes one
as a
with
Firefly,
the dog tag.
and Ellie was pissed because Riley bounced for a while.
Yeah.
And Riley just comes back like, hey, nothing
nothing happened.
Yeah, we're good.
So you
Just
got all
a-
that drama, yeah. But it's just them like going to this mall, like going to the Halloween store, putting on masks, like just goof around, just being kids, which is cool.
Love that Halloween store.
But yeah, it's just them going back and forth, and you go back to Ellie in the present or whatever, like sneaking through this area,
Yeah.
clickers.
The I like the competition with Riley. Like you just have
Yeah,
more
you do
fun.
like fun kid stuff with her.
Yeah, breaking the windows with the bricks, going on the merry-go-round.
There's like a water gun fight.
Yeah, the water gun fight's sick. It's hard.
But it's just like, it's bittersweet for Ellie because she's like, I gotta get back. You know, I got drills in the morning. And
Yeah.
Riley's like, I'm gonna leave essentially, kind of
Yeah.
thing. Like, let's ride this out for the night.
Yeah.
Like, like the photo booth's fun.
Photo booth.
But yeah, you just hop back and forth, but then you eventually get shit goes down. Infected come in. Riley and Ellie, doesn't end well.
Doesn't end well. And obviously we're jumping back to the present.
Yes.
That damn crew, like, hunting you down.
Yeah. Those scavengers, whatever they are.
Yeah, they want
Hunters.
revenge.
Because they've been tracking you.
Yeah. I always remember this was a big deal when the DLC came out. Playing the enemies against each other. Multiple spots where you can do this.
Have the infected attack them.
Yes.
Throw a brick over there or something.
Yeah, I love that stuff.
Yeah, it was cool.
So much.
It was cool.
There was one intense part where I like throw a bottle and all hell breaks loose and I'm like hiding in the corner and like a hunter just ran to where I was.
Oh God.
And like was like, oh, she's here.
Yeah.
But then this clicker came up and just like,
Oh, mauled him, dude. Jeez.
And then I run the other way. It was so sick.
Damn.
It was all. I was like, why was I not recording that part, dude? Shit, that was so sick. Some just not many encounters in here. You got the loading dock encounter, the pet store, just like very brief.
Yeah.
Because
It's a shorter thing overall.
Shorter thing. There's no like upgrades in this.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
the water gun fight. And then basically, yeah, that's it. Just the enemy of my enemies, the chapter. Mm-hmm. There's music store, athletic store, electronics store, and the atrium, Brad. Definitively, I think.
Your favorite?
Hardest encounter in the game. Oh. That final one.
Oh,
where
that's
they're trying to break in to Joel's.
Yeah, because it comes in waves and there's infected too. Yeah.
Dude, the reinforcements on the top went like 2 or 3 snipers.
Yeah, it's tough.
People are coming down these stairs to flank you.
Yeah.
People are coming down this way to flank you.
Yeah, it's tough for sure.
Limited ammo. Out of control.
You don't have a lot of weapons.
Died
the
a
bow,
ton.
the gun.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a cool like dive into the past of Ellie.
Yeah, and then, you save, you get through that, you save Joel, but then we go back, of course, to that final encounter with Riley and Ellie. Best kill in the game, part 1 remake kill. There's even a model, because the models are back. You can
Unlock.
unlock all the models. There's a model of it because they knew what they were doing. Ellie grabs a runner and just a slow throat slit, and it's like the most intense thing.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's good.
And then you discover you're both bit.
Yep.
And it's really depressing.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what are we going to do? And then Riley says the line that Ellie says in the base game.
To Joel?
Yeah. Of like, we can just lose our minds together.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can just ride this out. And this actually chills every time. Chills. God. This actually hit me like a ton of bricks this time around. And I've always loved it. But Riley's speech about fighting for time, dude, is like more impactful now, I feel like, than it's ever been, of just like, whether it's 2 minutes or 2 days or 2 months, like whatever, fight for your time, dude. Fight for the time to like spend with your loved ones.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Just a really potent, powerful moment. And thankfully they don't make us watch any like turning or anything. And that's pretty much it. Left behind, short and sweet.
Yeah. Nice little, just a nice deep dive into her past.
Nice deep dive into her past. Contextualizes her
world,
world and like her loss.
Yeah. The bite, yeah.
And just kind of the juxtaposition of like, she's lost Riley, she's not gonna lose Joel.
Yeah.
She's gonna find those medical supplies.
She doesn't want that again.
Absolutely. Yeah. Brad, I think we did it.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think we covered everything.
Didn't even hit 2.5 hours. I'm disappointed.
Oh.
Any other final thoughts? We don't want to leave anything left on the table.
I'm just really curious to see what people think about this version, and especially new people who've never played it.
Yeah.
I wonder how many new people are going to come in. Maybe didn't have a PlayStation before.
Yeah.
And with the show on the horizon, after the show, if it gets new people in and all that kind of stuff.
Will they add TV show skins into the game
No.
later. Never?
No, I don't think so.
Keep them separate.
Yeah, I think they will. That'd be funny.
Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal, yeah.
It's like, hit a brick to the face. Yes, this game is absolutely still one of my favorites of all time.
Yeah.
I know I speak hyperbolic.
Excellent story in video games.
Excellent story.
Excellent.
And I'm obsessed with the game. Like it's just my favorite kind of
Yeah, it's your kind of shit.
gameplay, just survival horror.
Stealth survival horror.
Stealth
yeah.
survival horror, just resource management,
Yeah.
horror elements,
Yeah.
brutal intimate kills. I still really don't know though if
sure.
I'm ready to say that this is the must-play definitive
Sure.
edition of this game.
Yeah.
You
I'm
know?
sure many people will be in the same boat as you.
And it'll be interesting to see as time goes on because this is so brand new, whereas I have 9 years with the original.
remaster.
So
Yeah, we'll see.
it's like 5 years from now, I could be like, dude, what was I even thinking? Like this is
Feelings and opinions change.
yeah. And I'm just imagining the inevitable Last of Us triple pack, the part 1, part 2, part 3, and it's just this big, epic.
We don't even have part 3 yet, so we'll see.
A long way. You don't even have factions yet, whatever that may
Yeah.
be.
We'll see.
Thank you, everyone,
Yeah.
so much for tuning in to Easy Allies. We are Easy Allies, and we are entirely funded by your generosity. So please check our Patreon, patreon.com/easyallies to help support us, keep things going here, keep the lights on, and the good vibes and good
Rolling.
Yes, just keep it rolling. That was The Last of Us Part 1, spoiler mode. Thanks again. Love and respect.
Review copy provided by PlayStation.